Happy Tuesday, Gearheads, and welcome to the Blind Mike Project. We hope your week is going amazing. Blind Mike is back from his Chi-Town Boys trip, and his podcast grind is hard for some action. So stick around for some Steel Toe, Matt Rife, Joe Matteries, and maybe even a special guest who was just on Kill Tony. No Stuttering John this week. You're boring, John. Get your stuff together. Make sure you go to blindmike.net for everything Blind Mike. And now, here is your host, the man who dropped more bars in Chicago than R. Kelly this weekend, Blind Mike Geary.
I don't know how I feel about the vibe today. It's like summer camp back here, for Christ's sake. It is. We've got a full house, and everyone is rip-roaring. For some reason, Craig is here, but also Casey Day, everybody. Hello, Casey.
Hey, what's up? Hey, Craigers.
Hi.
Why are you both here?
It's Tuesday. Craig's got nothing to do. I invited him on.
He's in charge now.
No kids, no problems. Right, Craigers?
That's right, actually.
Craig sounds so excited to be here, so that's good.
I feel spent from the pre-show.
Well, it was a lot, right?
Yeah.
So me and Craig, it's very. Listen, I learned from the greatest. You walk into a studio and everyone sits quietly until it's time to start talking. But here it's like recess. Electra is hitting on Austin Ingalls. It's a whole thing.
No, you do the show before the show. That's what you do. You get it all out there, so you get the good material. Yeah, it's called practice.
Five-star high.
We are here on a Tuesday. Thank you, everyone, for adjusting your schedules and accommodating me here, because I've had a weird trial. I have weddings and bachelor parties and all this kind of. In fact, I haven't mentioned this to Craig or HACKRIDE yet, but I'm hoping we can figure it out. I think the next few weeks might be like this. When we'll see when we can do it. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, we'll figure it out. If that's cool with you guys, but might be a flimsy schedule for the next 3-4 weeks.
Do most of these have to do with weddings, Mike?
Yes, it's fucking insane.
Aren't bitches fucking whack? Why do they wait till football season? Literally started this week, and it's wedding season too. Bitches get married in the summer. That's what
it's
I'm
crazy.
saying.
It's very annoying. I will say one of them is Skankfest related.
Oh,
so,
well,
Oh.
yeah.
So that
It's
one,
all skank related. All of them are skank related, whether
that
it's
one you can
married
blame
or
me
common.
for. But the others blame the bitches.
Hey, DJ Electra. Hey, welcome to the show. Can I ask you real quick? Why marriage in fall with football? Why do that? Speak for your people.
To fuck everything up.
Thank you. Thank
It's
you.
always good to hear from Electra early, right out of the gates.
That's all.
she really gets us on the right path. I thought we had a weird flow to start the show, but Electra was here to right the ship, and that's
Thanks. Yeah.
Atta girl. Atta girl.
Mr. Motorcycle's revving on all cylinders right now.
Boy, do I hate that.
But we do have a guest, Mike. I don't know if we want to bring him in or just look
Yes.
at his
No,
weird
let's-
face at the bottom.
Let's bring him in. Everyone, get your ice cups ready, because fresh off his Kill Tony appearance, it's our old pal Austin Ingalls.
How you doing, guys? Thank
What's
you
up,
for having me.
And no, he's not in prison. We already asked.
No, it's my shitty bedroom.
So, like I said, Austin is here to talk about Kill Tony, so we'll get to that in a second. But first, I do want to remind everyone, go to blindmike.net, because if you're subscribed on YouTube, if you tap that notification bell, and we do something weird, like not go live on a Sunday, you'll know when we're going live. You'll get all kinds of notifications and stuff like that, so make sure you subscribe, know whenever we're dropping an episode. You also get Why You Laughing there. Back now. The Downfall of Howard Stern will be up on YouTube on Wednesday. So subscribe, if nothing else, for Why You Laughing. And you can become a Patreon or YouTube member and get early access to that content, as well as bonus content. Me and Craig just did a Quincy today. So get subscribed to Patreon for that. It's fun. Craig does Quincy with me and then puts his feet up, and he's a guest on this show. It's fun.
It's quite nice, actually.
It's weird to have you as a guest. Do I have to treat you differently?
No, probably not. you
If
need
kids
something-
come up, we'll be like, "Oh, dude, Craig, nothing weird goes on with you, right?"
Nothing at all. I treat guests that way. you know?
Yeah, no, we can't treat a guest like that. So go to blindmike.net. Subscribe wherever you get podcasts. Consider becoming a member for as little as $5 a month. We appreciate that. And Austin, I mean, you probably don't need this now that you're a big star, but where can people find you, buddy?
I am on Instagram and everything at Austin Ingles Comedy, YouTube, Austin Ingles Comedy. And Ingles is INGELS, Electra. Thank you for doing your homework. I appreciate that. It's okay.
I got it right. I got it right.
Yes.
I had to check twice. By the way, you're not.
Austin, this is like when Billy Bob Thornton did that Canadian radio station. Austin Ingles is going to walk off because we didn't do our prep.
No, hey, if you spell it wrong, you can't find me, you know?
That is true, yeah. INGELS. Go find Austin Ingles. Follow him everywhere.
Appreciate that, guys.
What'd you say, Casey?
I said I spelled it right.
Okay.
It was hard to find. I found him on Facebook. I know he came back for that, but I did. INGLSP.
I just changed it to Austin Ingles Comedy on Instagram. It was something stupid before, and I realized that trying to get followers down here when they ask for your Instagram and it's something dumb, it's not a good idea.
By the way, speaking of Austin, did you see my girl Lauren Compton is pregnant?
Congratulations, Mike.
Yeah,
People right after you saw her. Hey-o.
People doing the math. For people doing the math, the episode came out 4 months ago, and she is 4 months pregnant.
Exactly.
I was there 2 months ago. That's not how pregnancy works. Right?
Gonna have to explain it to do it when we get those DNA tests. That's all I'm saying.
We all know it was not Pauly Shore.
It didn't. No, it didn't seem like the. I mean, unless he was negging her, that could have been.
Maybe it was the guy with tattoos that likes the transsexual women. I saw him on there. He was all touchy on her. So maybe it was him.
I think she got her way into that Terry Black's money, which is a good call on her part. Terry Black's is tremendous, so her child will be an heir to the throne. I think.
I don't see her walking around Austin a lot. You see a lot of comedians and everything else, but I haven't seen her yet.
So she has a black
taking
child.
digs, not a real comedian.
That's
my girl, Austin. You shut your mouth.
That wasn't taking a dig. Hey, she
Matt
could say jump and I'd say how high.
Matt Rife likes him. He can say whatever he wants now.
Oh, nice.
Well, we'll get to that. But real quick, HackRideTheDemon.com as well. What's going on with Unboxing Eric?
Oh, yeah, we got one that didn't get taken down by Sirius. Thank you so much, Sirius, for leaving us alone for 1 week. We got two that still may take the channel down. Fingers crossed. And tonight, after this, you can see us on Catch 22 with DJ Electra.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
I appreciate. Electra told me that she has a friend that asked what it's like to work with Blind Mike, which is very bizarre that a human being would ask that. So I appreciate Electra spreading the good word.
Yeah, she's like Jonah Salk out there.
Oh, she's the best.
Yes.
That's what she's here for.
Yes. Contractually, we have to say that.
All right. Does Craig have before we move on, does Craig have anything to promote? Remember, our audience is all 18 plus.
New episode of Rubbed Out coming out tomorrow morning.
Is it really?
Yeah. If you're listening live.
It's like a lunar eclipse.
I know. Everything's aligning.
Oh my God.
I shut the Patreon down. Shows start coming out. You know what I mean?
All right, so go check everyone out. Now let's get into the nitty gritty here. Yeah, so I messaged Austin. Well, actually, David Collins messaged me, and he's like, "You're gonna want to know this. Austin Ingles is on Kill Tony. The episode is coming out soon. Keep an eye out." So just know,
Thank
Austin,
you, David.
Your dad is out there making sure that we all have our cameras out for you.
He's more like my uncle, David. You know?
What's David Collins been up to? I haven't heard from him much. I invited him on for this. He declined.
Oh, did he really?
Can I tell you what troubled me a little bit?
Yes, I'd love to hear that.
He messaged me about something over the weekend. I said, "Hey, Austin's coming on. If you want to come on." He said, "I can't. I just did WATP."
Uh-oh.
No.
I think we've lost him.
I think so.
I think he thinks he's a big star.
big time
Austin just did Kill Tony for fun, the biggest podcast in the world. He's on here.
David's being a big timer. Uh-oh.
I was worried about it with David. I think he's getting a big head, so I do worry about that.
Either David is big timing us, or Austin's realizing he shouldn't be here. One of the two.
Well, you got it when you have Jerry kind of pumping your tires. I think that's
true.
Austin doesn't have a Jerry, you know.
That's true.
I don't have a Jerry. Jerry's getting a real big head on him. I think it's Jerry that's pumping, like you said. It's getting Jerry that's.
I have a Jerry.
Shut up. Just shut your fucking mouth.
Thanks for coming on, Craig.
Just go away.
That was going to be aimed at me, and now you're
Your
just
day
like-
off, isn't it?
Thanks, Gregors.
I have to go live after the debate tonight. I got a long day.
Oh dear.
Yeah, this is the third show I'm doing today, so I'm tired.
How many shows is for you, Austin, today?
This is number one for me, dog.
Oh, surprise.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into
Hey,
it. So Austin,
I did 3 mics last night. How many did you do? Huh? What's up? We're
enough
gonna
with this
start pointing fingers.
enough with this
All right,
pissing
all right.
contest, gentlemen.
Hey, sorry. Hey,
Just
we got
tell
up
me
on the
how
wrong
long
foot.
it is. Let's get to the end. Tell me how long.
Austin has moved to Austin. He's tearing up the open mic scene down there. And then I get alerted to the fact that he was on Kill Tony. So we want to break that down a little bit. But I wanted you on mainly, Austin, because I'm curious the behind the scenes angle. To walk us through it. Tell me what it's like.
Okay. So I work across the street at Maggie Mae's,
Right.
right across the street from the Comedy Mothership. So I had just done like a 10-minute set there, and I walk off stage, and I hear, because you can see when the guy pulls people, he runs over to Poor Choices, which is across the street from both Maggie Mae's and Comedy Mothership.
Right.
So I watched the guy run over. I ran over there, and they called Ben, the first guy that got pulled. So I walked back over to Maggie Mae's, and less than 5 minutes, the guy comes running back, and I didn't see him run back, but I just look over, and there's a sea of comics like, get over here, get it. So I had to sprint over there. Because, I wasn't at Poor Choices where they pull the people's names at. So I had to run over there from Maggie's. So
is that just like you had a set already, and you're like, fucking odds are I'm not going to get pulled. Might as well head over.
yeah,
and do it?
I was like second, because we do shows every night at Maggie's. So I was like second on the show. So I had just done my 10-minute set. So this was like probably 8:30. So the show Kill Tony, usually they pull the first person right at 8:30.
Yeah.
So like I said, I watched the first pull happen. So I walked back over there, went inside to Maggie's, and then came back outside because I was technically at work. So I was at the door. So I'm standing at the door, and that's when I saw all the comics like, get the fuck over here. Like,
That's
it was
interesting that you
nuts.
have literally known, because in my mind, I always assumed they actually pulled them all before, or like 15 minutes before or something like.
Right.
I didn't realize it was literally that little note. So you just run right on stage when you
The
realize
the guy runs over, and you have like 10 seconds once they call your name, this dude, and like everybody, it kind of sucks because all the comics the 200 comics that are sitting there waiting, all like form around the door. So even if you're around that area, you got to like shuffle through a shit ton of comics. But luckily, when I ran over, I was on the street, and the guy was walking out because someone told him I was at Maggie's. So he just,
I always think of this as a blind man. This is my part of the reason I've never really gotten into actually doing stand up is like a fear of this. How
Yeah.
difficult do you think it would be for me? Like, what's the process from outside to on
You'd-
stage?
See, there's a couple corners that like not all the comics sit at.
Right.
So you'd be good. You could sit like right on the same corner as the
Okay.
Comedy
Tie us-
Mothership, just at the
tie us-
end.
Tie a string to the mic. We'll just tie the other end and just follow it all.
We could
like you're
develop
lost in the woods.
we could develop a system. Like I did have me and my buddy going through the airport this weekend. I put my cane on his rolling bag as he guided me. I was a human dolly.
Yeah, I think there's been a couple blind people that have been there, and there's like two.
There's
or
one in the
three,
band too.
Like D Madness. There's like a staple. There's a staple of this, like 2 or 3 people in wheelchairs that just hang out. So it's obviously handicap accessible. And
Mike,
after you get pulled,
I don't know, man. I think I'd be so worried they're just going to take you to a closet with a tape player playing an audience, and they're just we got him. We got another blind guy. Put another stamp on the wall. Like,
Boy, the energy in here is great.
I like hearing about all you guys standing on corners. This is awesome.
Yeah. Oh, there's a lot. If you've watched my Austin and Austin shameless plug on my YouTube page, you'll see that I like my first few weeks there, I got it, and there's a ton of comics that just stand around. There's 250
Ladies.
signups.
Ladies looking for men
There-
in the Austin
there's a-
area.
There's a
Total
lot more
losers.
ladies at the Kill Tony sign up than there are at the open mics. I will
Really?
say that. Yeah.
That's fascinating.
So when
Yeah.
you get in there, is it you just run right on stage? Do they tell
You,
you anything? Is there any conversation?
You go in the back of the mothership, and they empty all your pockets out. put your stuff in like a bucket.
That was an aspect I did not even think of.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. Like they ain't gonna have a
No
crazy
Dimebag
comic come in here
Darrells.
with a gun. Yeah.
They strip search you.
Because they have a cop right there too. Like
Joe Rogan ain't fucking around. Jesus Christ.
Besides the security, so yeah, you go up in the back of the mothership, and then you're literally right behind this. You're behind that curtain. You're backstage.
Okay.
And yeah, you just sit there and wait. And I got there when Ben started rapping.
Yeah. So
I'll
did you
wait
know?
till we get
Did you
into
know
it.
this guy, Ben? 'Cause
Yeah.
you reference him, but
Yeah.
are you like friendly with him?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. We do mics probably. Not only do we do open mics, a couple times a week together, but he's on Maggie's where I work, so at least once a week we're on a showcase together. So
That is, it didn't even dawn on me right now. Really, I didn't realize what a tough thing that would be to follow. So if you didn't watch the full episode, this guy Ben that goes on right before Austin says he can rap. So they let him rap, and he crushed. He actually did.
Dude.
Very
when
well.
when the crowd goes berserk, I could feel that energy behind the stage. And I said to myself, I have to address this because I'm nervous as shit. And yeah, I'm like, I have to address that.
Do you feel
situation
that's very interesting because I would think the same thing.
Yeah.
Now that you've done it, given that it's a minute, do you feel
I wouldn't have
you should have?
addressed. No, Monday morning quarterback. That's my only regret is addressing him because I feel like that made Tony not like me. I mean, we can see from the set and interview.
Well, let's play the
things.
clip first. We're gonna make you watch your set, Austin. Sorry about this.
I will say this. Can we say this before we start it?
Go ahead.
I've watched my set dozens of times. I love my set. Proud of that. I got laughs and shit. I didn't bomb. But yeah, the interview. This is only my fourth time watching it. I can't fucking stand to watch it. So this is gonna.
Well, we'll
suck
show
ass.
you some of that too. But
Yeah.
Deep breaths, Austin.
Go ahead.
Deep
Hey,
breaths.
we're here. I'm here.
all right, so let's.
This is
let's
part
see
of the
Austin's
process.
set.
We are live, and your next comedian getting the opportunity of a lifetime goes by the name of Austin Ingalls, everybody. Austin Ingalls.
It is. Hold on, real
Here we
quick.
go.
It is weird because I wish David didn't tell me you were on it because I was kind of just around, just walking around my house or doing whatever, and I hear Tony go Austin Ingalls, and I'm like, wait a second, I know that name. What the fuck?
Yeah, a couple of my friends back home didn't know I was on, and they got the surprise like that. So that would have.
Kill Tony has gotten to a point because now, I have friends that watch or listen to a bunch of podcasts, and so they'll bring up stuff to me. But now I have people that have no interest really in the stand-up world, at least not the deep comedy or podcast stuff. That'll be like, hey, did you see Gillis and Adam Ray do Trump and Biden on Kill Tony, or did you see Kill Tony at Madison Square Garden? Kill Tony has crossed over into it's not just comedy fans anymore, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a crazy reach.
Make some noise for Austin, everyone.
How we doing, everybody? I've followed Ben dozens of times. He's never gotten a fucking pop like that before. Holy shit, that's impressive. Wow. I didn't think
My
anything
only
would ever be
regret.
as awkward
That's
as
not.
my
Hold on,
dad.
that's not that bad. I remember
Exactly. If you're a comic, you know that's what comics do. They riff on each other. So
Yeah,
That
really
wasn't even a dig. That was a compliment.
Exactly. People, dude, there's a whole Reddit thread where people are tearing me apart for that. And then there's comments that are like, hey, that's what comics do to each other, right?
Absolutely. And Tony afterwards is you spent 40% of your set.
Yeah,
That was
it was
a
3
sentence.
seconds.
That was
Yeah.
fine. Yeah. I don't. You know what though? In fairness to people on Reddit, I remember afterwards hearing Tony say that convinced me that it was longer in my head. Because when we were about to play that, I was like, "Here's Austin spending 40 minutes on this Ben guy."
Yeah, and it was 3 seconds, and then I get right into my set, and I definitely dug myself in a hole because the audience obviously just loved him, and they don't know that I know him.
Shut up! Bring Ben
So-
back.
Yeah, exactly.
Handed me my first condom. That
Oh, sorry.
experience
Go,
is nothing
HACKRIDE,
compared.
just go back a little bit. I mean, whoever you are. Casey.
just a rando producing your show,
Wow.
whatever.
I didn't think any.
Hold on, let me go back a little further.
Yeah, I just don't want to step on his joke.
That's the start of it.
How we doing, everybody? I've followed Ben dozens of times. He's never gotten a fucking pop like that before. Holy shit, that's impressive. Wow. I didn't think anything would ever be as awkward as when my dad handed me my first condom. That experience is nothing compared to what happened the other day. I was over at my friend's house as I was leaving. He handed me boner pills, Blue Chews to be exact. He said, these blue chews are the greatest thing ever. They always work. I said, yeah, why do you think I'm leaving? You're hard right now.
Here's my only other criticism. That's a good joke. Here's my only other criticism. It's not. I shouldn't say criticism. The thing I felt for when I was listening to this, as a guy who likes Austin, I know I would do the same thing. But it's you can tell how nervous you are, and just that you're kind of rushing the joke.
Oh yeah,
where you're like,
yeah.
Fuck it. Two Jews walking to a bar, they buy the place.
Exactly.
All right? Tony, can you interview me now?
My timing is like rushed right there. That's what some of my friends are saying. They're
Well,
like, we can tell you were nervous.
You also had to do a 40-yard dash beforehand.
Yeah, exactly. I just fucking sprinted across the street.
So the moth says because the light was on. All right, let's. Hello, Matt Rife. P.S.
Also,
a cunt is in the sink.
Do you have a doghouse?
Hey, I laughed.
Also,
I would
terrible
be-
abuse. I'm sorry, Austin. No,
I
that's
would be
horrible.
so the same way that like I've done like Kirk's live shows, which aren't my shows, and also an environment where like the people know me, and the only way I'm gonna get booed is if like I really fuck up. Like, so it's kind of on me. And even then, my knees are trembling.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I don't know who this guy was that was behind the stage, if he's a comic or just like a dude that's like his job is to do this, but he like was calming me down and like, you're going to crush, man. This is your first time.
Good.
You're going to have,
I like that.
Like they have a guy behind there that's like
Comedy fluffer.
Sure. Yeah, he for sure was fluffing me up. And then I hear Ben fucking erupt the crowd and I'm like, what am I going to do? Like,
Shit.
Did Matt Rife
Yeah.
ask for your number? Because he looks like he's like wants to tongue your ass right now.
I know, dude. I love it.
Yeah,
That's my
it
boy
really
now.
does.
I've never looked at anybody like that.
We'll get to Rife. He's enjoying this. Tony, not
That's
so
what I
much.
mean. Tony doesn't even listen. That's what I think. Tony didn't even hear my set. He gave me a little joke book, and I got like 4 or 5 good laughs. So,
You know what's weird?
in a minute.
I don't know from where Tony's sitting if he can hear there's sometimes where he's like, "What did you say?" or he mishears something and repeats it incorrectly.
Well, when he's not even listening, I mean, look at
I was
he's
gonna
clearly not
say-
listening to me.
Matt Rife's in love. Tony's
Yeah.
not even looking.
Yeah. Tony's like, you said something about Ben. Like, all right, Tony.
we liked him.
Yeah.
I haven't seen too many of these, but it does seem like it's set up to fail. Like it's funnier when you fail. That's the show. Watch all the so
It
going
can
up
be.
against. Yeah,
But to
going
be
up
honest, like
against-
sometimes bombing, like you can bomb in the minute and then do well in the interview also. which-
Okay.
And that what gets people the big book at what people love. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Tell you when those commercials say if your erection lasts longer than 4 hours, you got to go see a doctor. Great. Now I have to go fuck him too.
See, the
catches-
crowd doesn't want to like me. But
he makes-
I'm laughing.
I have a friend who's a doctor, and every year he offers me free prostate exams, and I should take him up on it, but he's an optometrist. No wonder I keep getting pink eye. I'm from the Midwest, so I'm from a small blue-collar family. My mom was especially blue-collar, even a little redneck, only because my dad couldn't stop choking her.
I've seen that on your Instagram. That's my favorite joke of yours.
Thank you. Yeah, I love the video where my dad's in the clip. Yeah, it's my favorite.
Thank you, everybody. I'm Austin Ingalls. Give yourselves a hand.
Austin Ingalls.
You could just
All right.
tell.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, he's done.
Caddy
No, bro.
Tony is.
Genuinely, you did very well. It just sucks that fucking kid rapped in front of you.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. I Monday morning quarterback. I shouldn't have addressed it probably, but I was in the moment and nervous as shit. So
Yeah,
I don't
no,
regret it now. Yeah.
I do think that's what you should have done, obviously. But now you know for next time. But let's get into the interview here. What do we have
Yeah,
next?
exactly.
It's called Caddy Tony.
Yeah, so this is where me and Craig have talked about this before, where we've played clips. I don't know why Tony acts this way. I know, like, he's a pro wrestling fan, and there's definitely like a pro wrestling element to the show.
Yeah.
I don't know if he feels he has to be antagonistic at times or what it is, but dude, like diehard Kill Tony fans like this, or they're like, oh, he's being a little bitch right now. That's my favorite part of the show. This is so unnecessary how he talks to Austin here. I think it's crazy.
He's maybe like one day. You know how Arsenio had like that woo 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 thing when he would walk out.
Yeah.
Maybe just one day he'll walk out and the whole crowd will just be like, eh.
Rear. Meow.
Did you say give yourself a hand?
I might have. I'm a little fucking
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're in it right now. This is your first
Yeah,
set
but that's
on the
also
show.
what
Oh,
you
yeah.
say after a set is like, give yourselves a hand. Like, if the crowd's good, Tony, you must not know that.
Yeah, oh, that's a good point. Because you know what? He tricked me again because I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. Austin fucked up. You wouldn't say
I
give
didn't
me a
fuck up.
hand.
Yeah, no.
Ah,
When
Come
you're
on,
done
guys,
with your
clap
set,
for me.
You give the crowd, you say thank you. Give yourselves a hand.
Well,
Like,
it does
this is like-
work. Jeb Bush famously made that work, to be fair.
Please clap. Yeah.
This is
I got
this
it.
is-
I thought it was great.
To me, this is a
Yeah.
young, budding Kevin Brennan. Like you can see the anger in its bud form. He just hates
Well,
everyone. Hates
he's
everyone.
got some
you're
success,
breathing.
I
You're
would
breathing
say.
right.
I think he's just a smidge past Kevin Brennan. I
Wait,
don't know.
Kevin didn't do Madison Square Garden? Oh, okay.
Not recently, no.
He
I
might
gotta
have driven
fix
by
my
it
notes
once,
then.
twice.
Yeah, he yelled at it while fucking Dice was playing there. In the
On his
90s.
bicycle. He rode past on his bicycle, yelled at it, screamed at us.
Welcome. How long you been doing stand-up?
About 3 years.
3 years. Where at?
Yep. Illinois originally, then I moved here like 2 months ago.
You say Illinois, which would imply that it's not exactly Chicago.
Peoria, Illinois.
Ooh,
Like
Peoria,
45
the
minutes.
birthplace of both
Richard
Sam
Pryor.
Kinison and Richard Pryor.
Yep.
Amazing. And then there's you.
Yeah, like no one's ever used that joke before.
Kind of funny though. That's not my issue yet.
Yeah.
yet.
Just low hanging though. Low hanging.
Low hanging. The
I set
lowest.
myself up for that.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I actually just came up with it. You didn't really set yourself up. I asked you a question.
Oh,
You
What
gave
an
me the information.
unbelievable. Why is he doing that?
Yeah.
He's being a total cunt right now.
Hold on. Go
Yeah.
back just a little bit. Why is he behaving like that?
I agree. He's behaving badly.
You
So the la-
trashed your friend.
The last time we did
Yeah.
this, I don't know if you remember, Craig,
Yeah.
but we played that set where the guy, he made a joke that intimated that he was kind of like a Reddit troll.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
so Tony was completely nasty to him.
Oh, yeah.
Which I was like, it seemed like a wild overreaction, but at least I was like, this is a guy who privately is shitting on Tony and now trying to kiss his ass. I got at least why Tony was
You-
like, fuck this guy.
You can connect the dots that don't exist in that
Right.
one.
Austin was a guy who, like, at worst, his crime was he was mildly nervous when he got up there and then recovered.
He pointed out his buddy did real well.
Yeah.
I don't know why Tony is being like this, and he does it all the time. It wasn't just when Austin. Like, this is. In fact, there was someone after Austin where he was kind of like this. I thought of grabbing the clip, but I didn't. But this is a constant thing with him. Let's hear it again.
Richard Pryor.
Yep.
Amazing. And then there's you. Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
I set myself up for that.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I actually just came up with it. You didn't really set yourself up. I asked you a question. You gave me the information. Then I made that joke.
That's like if you said, "What did Joe Rogan write that for you? You fucking hack, you
Yeah.
leech." Like that's how Tony should have responded.
Dude, Matt
If
Rife
he
Dude,
was
is-
when-
nasty to him.
When
Matt
he
Rife
said
is
that to
pissed.
me, I had like an out of body experience. It was fucking like, oh
You
no.
could see it. You could see it. You
Yeah.
just looked up like, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Any inclination at all just to double down on him and just go back at him hard? Or was
No,
it just
dude, I was
you
so
can't?
beside myself. It
Okay.
was weird, man.
Do you have, just in general, not even regards to this comment, but you're friends with Alomine, who's been on the
Yeah.
show before,
Mhm.
who he made a splash because he was shitting on Donnell Rawlings.
Mhm.
David Lucas pretty much established himself on the show for like roasting Tony. Is there any part of you, whether this interaction happens or not, is there any part of you that's like, maybe I should, call Tony gay or something?
No, that didn't go through my head 1 second, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you don't think of like
Yeah.
shitting on either, or
That's
like
also
Matt Rife. 'cause Some
low-hanging
people fuck
fruit
with the
too, you
guests
know what I mean?
too.
Yeah.
You called Tony fruit. You called him a low hanging fruit. That's good.
Nice.
Dude, but even when Tony just said that, Matt Rife got pissed like he was dating you. Like, this is bizarre.
Austin's going to be opening for Matt Rife soon enough.
Hey,
He's like
I
a
won't be
wizard
mad
that
about
need.
it.
You needed all the light. You're getting a tiny bit of light. Let me get that light back. I need it all. It was a very weird reaction to have because people were enjoying what you said. They laughed. And he's like, no, people. That laugh was wrong. Let me tell you why you should have laughed at me. That should be my laugh. I should own that. That's very bizarre for a comedian to need to own every laugh. Relax. You're in Madison Square. Guard it, long face horse motherfucker.
This is my show. How many times has he said that? How many times
It's a jealousy thing.
And I would have just pulled out my phone and said, hey, there's a guy 3 feet from me on Grindr right here that looks like a horse.
Well,
Boom! Got him!
He does the opposite sometimes, too, where I remember Shane calling him out for this, where he'll introduce, like, Cam Patterson, say, and he's like, this guy is one of the greatest rising stars in comedy. He's going to be selling out arenas soon. He's the greatest man to ever grab a microphone. Like, he builds them up, and the opposite, where it's like, why are you doing that way?
Yeah.
It's at one extreme or the other, which again might be that pro wrestling instinct that he has or something.
Yeah, the way he bills, like, and I like those guys. They're super nice when you see them around, but a lot of times they'll come into the room that we're at and bomb their dick off and then leave. And it's like, I don't think this little Kill Tony experiment is going how you want it to where you think you can just walk into the room and people know you, so they're going to like you. No, you have to earn people's, laugh still,
for sure,
regardless of being a Kill Tony regular, but they don't understand that yet because Tony's got him on such a pedestal, especially in this town. You know what I mean? It's such a big part of this city.
Yeah, definitely.
So he's playing favorites, you're saying?
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Well, that's clear.
There's no crying in comedy. Of course there's favorites. What do you think? This whole thing is Joe Rogan's friend.
That's what Tyra Ferris has been bitching about for months.
Yes. Austin exists because Rogan hated LA. Congratulations, Austin. You got a comedy scene.
Let's hear him wrap up this little angry rant.
Yes, and then we go into a great right.
You said, nothing up. I did that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So this is... He's very angry for some reason. But Matt Rife starts sucking your dick here. And this is where I said, and I think Craig's with me on this.
Yes.
I'm starting to like Matt Rife. Like, not his comedy necessarily, but like as a guy, I think I like Matt Rife.
I said the same thing. I'm like, I'm not a fan of his comedy per se, but I'm a Matt Rife fan for life now.
And he has he has what I think is a great line here. Like, I don't think you got enough credit for your domestic violence joke, and I don't think Matt Rife gets enough credit here either. So let's hear it.
Matt, what do you think about this young buck?
Oh, dude, you're funny, man. The redneck joke was fucking hilarious. I haven't heard a good, original white trash abuse joke in a very long time.
Appreciate that.
You should start your Netflix special with one.
That's a great line.
Nice.
Because Rife got so much shit.
Yeah, he was referring to his. That's why I gave him the point. But Tony, whatever.
Unfortunately, no one probably knew what he was talking about.
I don't know how that's possible. It was such a big thing.
Well, the ladies probably knew. He did get so much crap. That was when he put up like the special ed helmets, right? Is it for that?
In response, yes.
Yeah. Which was very funny response.
So here's my take on Matt Rife, and we'll talk about Rife a little later too, because he was involved in the Tom Segura podcast that we're going to play a little bit of. But here's my take on Matt Rife is like, he's 28. He, for a comic his age, like, I think he's funny. My only real not even problem, like the puzzling thing about Matt Rife is when you look at how famous he is based on his material. You're like, why is this one of the most famous comics in the world? The material doesn't match that. But I look at him as like a 28-year-old comic and say like, hey, so if he keeps working at it, he'll probably get there. I think he's going to be hindered by the fact of just how famous he is, because he's no longer going to live a normal life, as we'll hear with Tom Segura. But like, he's just not living a regular life anymore, which it just hurts comedy naturally. But like, as a guy where he is in his career, I know he talks about how long he's been doing it, everything, but like, he's a very young comic. So for that, I look at Matt Rife and say like, he's not bad. He's fine. It's more the response to him where like, because even the one you always point out, Craig, like his crowd work, when he just looks at a guy with a fucking, eyebrow ring or whatever the fuck, and he goes, gay, and that gets a huge laugh, and it has 10 million views on TikTok.
It was actually like glittery makeup, but yes.
That's not a bad, like if you were in that club, I would laugh at that if I was in the club. You know what I mean? Like, That's kind of a funny off the cuff thing to just throw out there. My thing is more, why is this the most viral clip on TikTok or Instagram? That's what doesn't add up to me, which isn't Matt Rife's fault. It's society's fault.
People get offended too easily. If you're going to get offended by a joke, then just get out of the audience.
Yeah.
You know, just
Tell
leave.
him.
Yeah, well, really, virtually nothing to do with what we're talking about.
But true nonetheless.
Yeah,
Also,
absolutely true. Powerful stuff.
I like that Electra just comes in with a powerful quote that is off topic, but it's totally true anytime.
She's my favorite.
But hey, let me ask you this, Austin. You've been a comedian for 3 years. You've been in the mix. You've been on Kill Tony. You've also heard Blind Mike now for a bunch. We all think Blind Mike would be an amazing stand-up. What are your thoughts as no? Just quicker answer because he doesn't like this. We'll get out and get in and get out quick. Will he be good? Yes or no?
Dedicate the next 20 minutes to it.
Yeah, if he dedicates it like he dedicates, everything else, you got to be.
No,
fucking...
that's not the answer I was looking for.
Anyways,
dude, that's not enthusiastic enough to waste my
That's
time
just
on
the
that.
truth,
You
man.
just cost me points, asshole. All right.
Anyway,
Appreciate that.
You
Thank
should
you.
start your Netflix special with one.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you're right. Maybe the
Best
crowd
possible
didn't get it, but that's a very funny joke.
Yes, yes, it is.
advice.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I lied. Right when your Netflix special came out, I was like headlining in Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
Austin
and,
tells
I
a
said you were
useless
gonna be
story
there,
here.
and, like,
I just want to point out I'm a headliner.
This is essentially,
It makes
hey, Matt
sense.
Rife, you exist, and also I exist as a human being.
I like
Just making eye contact with Rife at this point.
girls came and they're like, "Where's Matt?" And
Well, I did use Matt Rife's
only
name,
6.
I fell
yeah.
off.
which was a lie. Only 2 came.
Up next, hobbies. Mike?
So I want to. We'll get to hear how. I want to know if this is Austin a little bit being like, let me appeal to what I think the mothership will respond to. Let's hear about what Austin does.
Kettlebells?
Oh, Jesus.
Other than comedy, you have any hobbies or anything like that? I mean, even Ben with the teeth rap.
Have I what? Sorry, I didn't
Ben
hear that.
with the teeth had the ability to rap.
Oh yeah, I've heard his sets before. It's not usually doesn't go like that pop.
You
I heard it was
mentioned that
insane,
you took literally 15% of your set to mention that Ben never does that good. You really threw him under the back
feel good
of
about
the
it.
bus there. Aww.
Fuck
Matt
yeah.
Rife's fuming.
Okay. So
Don't
there
make
must
fun
be
of my
some
guy.
Yeah.
hobby. of
I love
yours.
smoking weed. I love taking mushrooms. Just the.
What
classic.
else do you love, Austin? Doing DMT and UFC fighting?
Yeah, I mean,
DMT.
like I said, I was too nervous to fucking come up with a good answer.
One thing he doesn't like is posters.
3-hour podcasts.
Yeah, I love making my friend Jamie pull up Wikipedia articles about conspiracy theories.
Yeah, that's another one too, because one of my buddies goes, "We got to get you some hobbies, man." I'm like, "That's not what I do all the time," but
Yeah,
whatever.
I play pool with Shane Gillis, Mark Norman, and Ari Shafir sometimes.
Love
That was an
love
that
Fear
was an-
Factor.
I thought that was an Alpha Brain advertisement on the screen behind you. You asshole.
Like to do when you do those things?
Back home there was like a lot of trails and shit. I haven't found them here yet. I'm sure there's a bunch in Austin and
There are a
But
lot
yeah,
of
yeah,
trails here
yeah.
in Austin, indeed.
Yeah.
It's a fully developed
Fuck yeah.
place.
So yeah,
He's
I haven't
such a
traveled a
cunt.
lot outside.
He
of
really
6th
is. I don't know why he's being
Yeah.
like
Street, So
Okay.
He's
Yeah.
jealous.
Yeah. You're just hopping around Pflugerville?
absolutely.
Yep. Going
Yeah.
to the old Long John Silvers or whatever out there?
I don't know what he's talking about there.
Where's
There's
the best
no.
hiking trail for him?
What's
Look at
Pflugerville?
him coming to your defense.
Yeah,
I know,
Matt's coming
Rife
to the
is
defense. I
like,
love it.
hey.
Correct.
Tony. Well, Tony, what the fuck do you do all day?
Tony, he's looking for a trail. Tell him.
Check out around Austin.
There's the Green Belt, I do believe it's called, that I've been
Oh, the
to
one Hans is
before.
gonna hang himself.
Still firing off good lines.
He's
Yeah.
funny.
It's what's called wrap up.
Meanwhile, Austin's just thinking, what else do I do, Tony? I vote for RFK.
Yeah, he goes, "I know who you're voting for." I'm like, what the fuck? When did it
I
turn
think
to
he's
that?
trying to say you seem like a Trump supporter.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to. I have no idea. Like Tony, you are too, right?
Austin, show us your fanny pack.
No.
Tony's like, yeah, how did Ben do? And you're like, he murdered.
Yeah. Austin's like, I rail against cancel culture, and I talk about what a killer Joey Diaz is.
7-minute N-word compilation of me on the internet.
Did you have anything, Austin? Like, I'm
Craig,
curious
you don't
about
need to
this
bring
too.
your things in here.
Do people think like did you think of shit like if I do get called up, I want to mention this, like something you just didn't get to?
I mean, one of the I kind of fluffed it at the end when I said like I saw you 3 years ago to the day, because that's true. The day I got pulled was like the 3
we'll
year
get
anniversary.
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like I messed up that story because like I went with my friends, we took a bunch of mushrooms, and like we went into Vulcan. Yeah. We went into Vulcan and like I'm like, this is what I want to do. I want to do comedy. And that was that was one of my realizations among, 5 other things. But I just
Are you only 3 years in?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. For some reason I assumed you'd been doing it for longer.
Yeah, he started at Dick Doherty's comedy stuff.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
One more year, you graduate, big guy.
I think I'm out of Rogan references.
All right, yeah, so let's hear him. I think you might mention that story in the wrap up here.
Yeah, it's shitty.
I love it, Austin.
Yeah, like 3 years ago, I saw you guys, you and Red Bane at Vulcan. You guys are doing a secret show, so it's pretty crazy. It's like 3 years to the day, so pretty wild.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I know.
I've been doing comedy for 17 years. Could have said anything.
He's
the date.
such an asshole.
I mean,
Well, I'll defend Tony here though, because it's like
it was very unexceptional. Yeah.
Austin's just saying, hey, you are in the world, and so am I. We're both people. We're human beings.
Yeah.
We exist. Look at
Yeah, obviously the mushroom story is a little more interesting than what I said, but not much more.
But Austin, you
Not
seem
much
very
more.
calm, cool, and collected at this point, and
Yes.
I'm impressed.
I don't know. I kind of came into it like at the end of this, like when he throws me the little book is when I realized, oh, okay, the interview did not go great.
I mean, I will say,
Going
like,
fine.
I can tell you're a little nervous. You don't seem like crazy nervous. Like you're doing fine. It's not, you know what I mean? Like you did fine.
I was so nervous though. Like
I can
Hell
imagine.
yeah.
yeah.
Thank God you didn't walk out to Shane as Trump and then do that.
Oh my God.
Hey, give it up for Shane Gillis, huh, gang?
Yeah. Yeah, I probably would have got
Shane-
ripped apart.
Hey, Shane, I saw you 7 years ago in July on a Tuesday. Does that mean anything? Do I get a point for
For
that?
17
okay,
years.
take it easy, all right?
I like to protect my parks too.
That's one of my hobbies.
Yeah, like, that's one of my hobbies, watching your 4-hour podcast.
Marked the date?
I mean, you got Snapchat memories and shit, right? They just pop
No,
up.
you're 30. You should.
Rife is killing.
If Matt Rife wasn't famous, he would have Snapchat. That fuck boy. I love you, man. I'm just kidding. You're my boyfriend.
Definitely has Snapchat.
No, he was just pissed. He was just pissed at you for having one because he wants
For
one of
having
himself.
one. Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, he did take Dalia's audience, so he probably doesn't want anything to do with Snapchat.
That's right. No.
Nice.
They all learned from
That
that
was
face
good, Mike.
Dalia made on that one show when Snapchat was discovered. To, you can screenshot
Yeah.
that? What?
Wait, you can screenshot Snapchat?
No, God damn it.
You're supposed to have Facebook memories, dude.
God damn it.
Well, welcome to the show, Austin.
Appreciate
You're
you,
out
brother.
doing the hustle in Austin tonight. Here's a little joke book. Take that.
Thank you.
And,
Nice
sign
catch.
up
That was
again. We'll
smooth.
see you again.
Appreciate you.
Austin
Thank you.
Yeah, I was
Ingalls,
pissed.
ladies and
Is
That
the
was
joke
smooth.
book is the joke book a thing? What's the joke book?
He
The
gives
little-
That's what they give.
gives him-
If you do
he
okay,
gives
that's what they give you.
Big joke books to people that he likes,
Yeah.
and little joke books to like people.
Is that a metaphor for something?
I don't know.
No, you mentioned being a fan of his, so that's usually what the little joke book is for. If he doesn't like you, but you're a fan of him.
I will say though, he said at the end. I don't even know if that's true because he said at the end. He said like keep signing up or
He
something.
said keep
like that.
signing up.
Yeah,
You guys missed it. Matt daps me up right here when I'm walking out. You
I
guys
think we
missed
should
that.
watch it again.
Excuse me. Let's watch it
Hustle
again.
in
Yeah.
Austin tonight. Here's a little joke
I figured
book.
Craig
Take
might have wanted to
that
see that.
And sign up again. We'll see you again.
Appreciate you.
Austin
Thank you, Tony.
Ingalls, ladies and
Oh, I didn't. It's
He's like, you want to get out of here? Or?
Did he smell his hand after?
Yeah, I went and I didn't
That's
wash
hot.
it since.
No,
That's
Mike, you
hot.
can't see, but he dapped him.
Thank you.
Yeah, he dapped me up.
You're welcome. Congratulations, by the way, Austin. That was awesome.
Thank you.
No, I'm busting your balls, obviously, but that's very good. And of course, I would have been much more. I would have panicked. Tony, I don't know. I can't. Can you? You can call me blind. I don't see well. Make fun of me.
Thanks for having me, Big J Okerson. Fuck.
I mean, that is like I was making fun of Austin for pulling out the Rogan things. That's literally my
Shit.
Barstool interview. If you go watch that, is me. And I'm very thankful that they didn't release the first part of that interview because it's me bombing. And then I said to Dave Portnoy, like, by the way, I'm blind, so if you want to make fun of that.
HACKRIDE, is there a place to go watch that interview?
Well, don't
Yeah,
worry
actually, we watched it
Who
on
knows? I know.
Gearbox, and we got a strike. Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Barstool. Thanks.
Yeah, Barstool.
I'm glad they did. My friends at Barstool keeping the internet safe.
Hey, Mike, can we read some chats while Austin here? I see Austin in some of the super chat names, so we want to,
sure. Yeah.
All right, yeah, Electra, you're up.
Oh, box eating dad. Yeah. $1.99.
Nice.
Craig is as useless as
Wow.
pants on his ex-wife.
That is unnecessary.
Everyone's coming in hot today. God
I
damn.
didn't like that.
It's gonna get worse.
Punk to dirt 123 DKK 20 whatever. Let's rally, all rally towards the goal.
That's true. We will get to Steel Toe right after we say goodbye to Austin. So make sure we hit that goal, gang.
And KJ 1999, yeah, finally able to catch you live. Other than who are these socials? So excited,
It is exciting,
so
isn't it? So much different seeing me live
and
as
she's
opposed
hot too. She's hot.
Yeah,
Well,
we got
yes,
it pretty good.
sure. I'm sure it's a real
Brewster
lady.
4.99. Craig's a liar. The way Rife is looking at Austin is the way Craig looks at kids at the playground. You scamp you, Craigophile.
I'm a guest. We can't do that today.
Yeah, guys, don't treat
Yes.
our guests like that.
Be nice.
That's not a defense that'll ever work for you, Craig.
Still,
beat
be
the
nice.
charges.
Dang Lizard to
Just a guess.
Euro. New show on Catalano TV is Kill Joey.
No. Joey, don't do that. A couple more here, Mike.
Adam Davies, £5. That sneak Carl decided now is the time to do an emergency show. Something about coming out of the closet. Don't worry, Mike. We're staying here.
Is he actually doing an emergency show?
Is he really?
I saw something about that.
What an asshole.
You guys wouldn't believe this.
I mean, I'm checking now.
No,
On a
Stuttering John says
Tuesday.
something bad about him, and so emergency show.
well, then-
emergency show.
That's never happened.
I found Stuttering John tremendously boring lately.
Yeah,
Like, genuinely.
It was in the title today. It was in the intro. Get your
Did you
shit
see
together,
David
John.
Collins? Did you see David Collins interviewed Luis or whatever Gomez?
Luis J. Gomez? I haven't seen it.
Luis
He
J.
told me he
Gomez,
was going to. I haven't seen it yet.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
What? Yeah, it's
Is
awesome.
it?
Yep.
Did he post it anywhere?
I think he might have posted on his Instagram, and I'm sure it's on his YouTube too. If he posted on Instagram,
Oh, you know what? Actually, find that before we say goodbye to Austin.
Okay.
Casey, see if you can find that.
Yeah, one more here.
Okay, Austin Ingalls, we're putting you on the spot here. From Dang
Okay.
Lizard to Euro. We got a real comedian in here? Tell us a joke.
you just heard 3 of my jokes on Kill Tony. I mean,
But now you need to tell us a new one.
No, he doesn't. Leave him
No?
alone.
Am I being
There-
too harsh? Okay.
Yeah, Carl's
There's-
going live at 5, and it says
Not for free,
emergency
Electra.
show. Emergency show. Stuttering John proves I'm gay.
Is that really what it
shit, that's-
says?
That's literally what it's called.
I thought that was a joke. It's hilarious.
Well,
Nothing on David Collins' channel. Nothing on
Nothing?
Facebook. I can see. Yeah.
He told you that in
12 days-
confidence, Austin.
I saw him posted on Instagram. I
yeah, no,
thought.
he told me the same thing.
Oh,
yeah, did you check his Instagram?
Yeah.
No, I didn't check.
Maybe it was just the teaser that I saw. Could have been.
Why
See if
is
we can
he?
find that.
Why does he not have a presence on X? It's so weird.
Imagine Carl typing that. Like he has to. It's just sitting in his basement. Type Stuttering John proves I'm gay. Boy, what
All
a
right, I'm
piece
going to
of-
bring it up.
We're gonna
right
go
now.
head to head with Carl.
Yep.
Let's take this queer down. What do you say, gang?
Hey yo.
Stuttering John was right.
Yeah, I'm Team Stuttering John now.
All right, Blind Mike. Here is from David Collins' 30-minute half-hour show Instagram page.
Okay.
Here is him outside of a comedy club with one looks like rattlesnake.
You cocksuckers, how about you ask me to record before I fucking kick your camera over?
Great for the show.
This guy's got a
They have I can't think of two men with more different energies than Luis J. Gomez and David Collins.
Okay, so that had to be a gag, but still hilarious. Here we go. Here's the actual interview.
A fucking beautiful mustache, bro.
Oh, that's so nice of you to say.
I wish I could make my mustache as crisp as this fucking guy's mustache.
You know, and it's always the guys that tell me nice mustache, too.
What do you do?
I'm a broadcaster.
No, obviously, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about what do you do for your mustache? Because this...
Oh, it's genetics.
I'm a broadcaster.
Great. Hold on, what's it?
That's literally what I'm trying to go for. It's fine. You're good.
Glad you said something.
It looks good. I really do.
That's so nice of you to say.
Hell yeah, dude. Maybe you ought to shave the mustache. The girls aren't... See, I like the mustache, but the gals...
Oh, well, that's nice. And that's what we get a lot. It's never the ladies that tell me nice mustache.
Ladies, yeah, but it is fucking... It's phenomenal, his mustache. It's really... It's... I'm not blowing smoke up his ass. I'm legitimately... I really mean that. Do you see my mustache?
This is very... It's Matt Rife with Austin Ingalls vibes. Luz is smitten.
You want to get out of here?
The way David looks into the camera, just like Jim from The Office, is fucking great.
Kempt it is.
Yeah, David said his hobbies are yelling blah, blah, blah at his friends.
I get in a fight with Uber drivers.
And
Lewis has
demons.
a full like that's a goatee. That's not a beard. He's like, I'm trying to grow a beard. You have a beard. Just shave your goatee and you have a beard.
You just can't connect the sides.
Or mustache, sorry.
Yeah.
Mustache.
Compared to this guy's...
Well, look at that. You know, I have to stay camera ready.
You know who Mateo Lane is?
Right.
Do you know who that is?
Do you think I can get him on the show?
I don't know. I was just saying you look like a more gay...
This is the greatest show ever. Fuck.
David is a robot.
Yes.
Where Lewis says, do you know who Mateo Lane is? And he goes, do you think I can get him on the show?
Yeah. David is so shameless.
I would pay $1,000 a year to watch this show once a week. I'm just saying. Patreon it up,
I can
guys.
get him on the show. That's incredible.
Mateo Lane.
Wow.
That's it.
That was it?
There's
There's definitely more.
There's another
He
clip,
sent me a
too.
video.
All right, well, that's the first one. Hold on,
Yeah.
hold on.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, there is multiples.
Hey, dude, thanks, guys. Thanks for...
Can you guys see this or no? I changed.
And we're looking forward to seeing people when they leave the show and getting their reactions to the show and everything.
Hopefully they dig it.
Hey, a lot of people's first time seeing you. Have you seen Luis J. Gomez live before?
I've not.
Oh, how wonderful. You must be here for the comedy show.
Wonderful.
Have you seen Luis J. Gomez
I can
before?
speak to... Austin, how do you know David, by the way?
Just through comedy.
So, like, he invited me on his show, and... I'll be honest now that I love him and he's part of the family.
Yeah.
I was like, this is a guy, like, I didn't know what the show was or anything. He kept promoting that he was in radio, which is, like, to me is like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, it's like, oh, sweet.
Yeah, but he kept like using that as if it was like an advantage for him. So I was like, okay. And then I did the show, and immediately I was like, is he fucking with me? What's happening?
Yeah.
5 seconds in, you see it on your face. It's
That
so
has
fucking
to be what Lewis is dealing with right now, where he's like, what's this guy's energy? I can't diagnose it.
Yeah, Lewis, that's the one I saw, like, he compliments him for coming, like, because David lives 2 hours from where he drove to see, to do this interview. David drove 2 hours to possibly not get an interview. Which is,
Yes. Yeah. Oh, well, for anyone that doesn't know, by the way, David is very fired up about the fact that Lewis, I think like offhandedly a few months ago, said we want a real ass podcast correspondent. And David applied for that position.
They talked about that, I think, in the... Yeah,
Okay.
He'll have to send you the whole video, because the one he put on Instagram was condensed and was not what I saw.
Yeah,
Let's see if we have...
There's a few more here, so let's just see if we can see it.
Before.
No, I haven't seen him yet.
Oh, perfect. So this is your first time. A lot of first-timers in there. Interesting. Have you ever seen him live before? Oh, that's exciting. Well, you'll probably love it. Have you ever been to one of his shows live?
Not so far.
Oh, well, that's great. Oh, how exciting. Have you seen Luis J. Gomez before?
No.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Lewis is like, what the fuck are you doing, man?
So that's that one. All right.
Hey there. I'm David Collins, host of David Collins' 30-minute half-hour show. And we're here outside the Comedy Cabin in Janesville, Wisconsin.
Which is a great club, by the way.
Why is that funny?
Blind Mike, you can't see this, but on the sign here with the comedy cabin is a Peace of Mind tax service, Angel Beth Aesthetics, got Nami Rock Country, Dr. Dorothy Zajac. It's a strip mall, Mike. They're at a strip mall.
But
for a comedy
a great club.
show, the comedy show is for comedian Louis J. Gomez, and we're going to be following and ending a bit of a saga I think we're having with a competition that I attempted to submit to a few months ago. So that's on the agenda, and we're here, and we're waiting for people to start arriving, and maybe if we're lucky, we'll be able to catch some of the comedians also.
All right, so
we don't know if he ended the saga.
Louis gave.
Oh, here's I think
here's one where that's the first one he posted.
So this just looks like
It's a little
outside.
gag.
It's a very
play this
interesting.
one, it's a gag.
They decided to post these in.
Look at the comment
There is
section.
no order.
Yeah, the order is absurd. Because watch this.
Native? Right. Native too? Native American?
Hey! I told you to get the fuck out of here! I told you to get the fuck out of here!
So yes, I think that's all that are on his Instagram page currently.
So like Lewis,
I love
like
that.
went in on the joke with him. Like Lewis is obviously badass for doing that.
I will say, Lewis has always been very interactive and good with fans. It seems. From my own experience, he's been much nicer to me than he has to be. So,
Austin, have you
didn't
ever
you
seen
throw your
David
cane?
Collins' break character,
I
or is that really him?
mean, that's just him. He's just a strange fella.
Wow, I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, the first time I introduced myself, he didn't like tell me his name, and I didn't like him at first because of it. Like, I didn't like him for the first probably 2 weeks I knew the guy, and then finally, he's like, "You want to be on my show?" And then we just.
So I liked him. I liked him instantly because Mike was like, "I did a show with a guy, and I don't know if he's fucking with me." And that was the basis that we went on. And I was like, "Regardless, I like this guy."
well, he does a thing now where David messages me. Like he has my number now, and he texts me. But then sometimes he'll message me on Instagram instead. It's a weird move, which I think again is just more mind games from him.
Did you get
I'm
his
gonna be honest,
version of?
we do the same thing. I have his phone number, and we just message on Facebook. So
It's very weird.
He texted me
Yeah.
about a trailer he made for the Gladiator movie.
yeah, that was an exceptional trailer.
Go follow
Like-
David Collins' 30-minute half-hour show, everybody. Season 2 just ended, but it seems like they got some big things cooking for Season 3.
Yeah.
So make sure you go check that out. But more importantly, go check out Austin Ingalls, INGELS, wherever your social media platforms that you are on, whether it's Instagram,
Right.
Twitter, YouTube. Go follow his YouTube page, his show Austin in Austin, where he's documenting his trials and tribulations of the Austin comedy community. Anything else, Austin, before we let you get out of here?
No, thank you for having me on. I appreciate it every time. You guys are awesome and always treat me well. So thank you.
Always a pleasure, buddy. By the way, your sound much better today.
Fuck, that's all I was worried about, dude. The entire day, I'm like, I gotta figure something out in this little shitty jail cell room I live in.
I actually missed the ice a little bit, but you did well.
You mean
Thank-
this?
Yes, that.
Is that what you're
This
talking
time
about?
we couldn't hear it. That's great.
Yeah, the ice is melted. Texas iced coffee is different than Illinois iced coffee. The ice melts very fast.
Yeah.
All right, Austin. Thank you, buddy. Thanks for stopping
Yeah,
by.
thank you again. I appreciate it.
All right, man.
Get out of here.
Take it easy.
Thanks, Austin.
That's how I was supposed to do, right?
That's not a good enough Tony Hinchcliffe impression for us to know what you're doing. I got it, but
That's true. I tried.
All right, we have a few super chats here by Mike,
Oh,
and then we'll
okay.
get to. Did we get to?
let's
KJ?
hurry up before Carl takes over.
3 minutes.
KJ,
Before the-
$4.99. Mike, I am a real lady and a gearhead, and I agree about John. He is a bore.
That's right.
Well, what's up, girls? Stick around for Steel Toe. That's what a real man talks about.
Hey,
Aaron
how are
Im-
you?
Not stuttering John.
Beast mode, $1.99. I still say there's 2 G spots.
Are we arguing that?
How many are there, Mike? Clear up something for us, please.
I have no opinion.
Dawn Fried Chicken, $4.99. Craig, please stop trying to potty train my daughter when you babysit here. She's 9 years old. She's completely comfortable on her own. Ouch.
Guys, that's not okay today.
He's a
Craig
guest.
opens his mouth. No, it goes in here.
Ew. Ew. Dang Lizard, €2. David Collins is David Collins, and he's just perfect. I agree.
I absolutely agree. All right, guys. Well, you know what? We're sticking it to hamburger. All right?
That queer.
We're overcooking the hamburger today. We're taking that motherfucker down.
I mean, if I'm
Stream
voting, I'm
snipe
going.
Carl.
Yeah, let's stream snipe him.
We should stream snipe him.
Stream snipe the outing of Carl Hamburger.
Let's do it.
Or we could do the steel toe stuff because that will drive people over here more than over there.
Guys, if you want to say fuck hamburger, if you stop in Carl's chat at all, tell him the gearheads are coming for him. Give him the Dat fan treatment.
Actually,
Give him
yeah.
the blind Kane emoji.
Everyone go over there and do that, and then
come right back.
And then come right back.
Put it in the chat. We
let him
knew,
shit a little.
Carl. We knew you were gay. Here's a cane, and then come back. We all know, Carl. We knew.
Exactly.
We've been watching for years. So what would you like to do, Mike?
Let's get into some steel toe, baby.
Yeah.
Because this guy, sadly, I had to come back, and I said, I want to talk about all the stuff that happened with Aaron since the last time we talked about him. Because he had to go to court. The Fox affiliate in Minnesota covered him, where they had a great line. Did you see this, Craig?
I did not.
They had an amazing line in there where it was a typical, local news broadcast, and they say, "This shock jock is used to going right up to the line, but lately it seems he's been crossing it."
Oh no, he's gonna love that.
Keeps it on the air another year. That fucking commercial. God damn them.
You understand how much he just came from that?
I know. He thinks he's the bad boy of Minnesota now.
I knew I was the Frozen Stern. Frozen Stern. That's what we should call.
But I said, enough people have covered that. I'm sure it's been a week, whatever. I said, let's just check in to Steel Toe yesterday and see what he's up to now that it probably wouldn't be wise, although I did hear that cocksucker whose name I won't mention, my former co-host of WATS, I heard him mention Aaron came back the next day and again was talking about his fucking court appearance like an idiot. So I said, what is this guy going to do? Like, is he going to keep talking about his personal life? And it seems like maybe he's trying to pivot away from that a little bit. And if that's his plan, it's going to be rough for him because it seems like he's got absolutely nothing to talk about without that. So let's start talking Steel Toe. And don't worry, if you're wondering, are we going to get to the goal? Don't worry. We're getting there.
We always get there. So he starts with Young Turks.
Oh, so this is big for Aaron. What's her name? Anna Kasparian or whatever the fuck? He'll mention it. Yep. I'm sure Craig's a fan of hers, right?
Sure.
So I get it. Aaron does something very interesting where he doesn't play clips. Someone will mention him and he's like, oh, I hear so-and-so talked about me. He doesn't play the clip, which I find very telling. So I guess Anna Kasparian, it crossed her desk, the whole Steel Toe, Aaron, April, Nick Rekieta drama.
For real? Like they're covering it?
They're not covering. She mentioned it on a podcast she was on. I don't think the Young Turks, a different podcast.
Oh, okay. I was like, come on now.
So she mentioned it. It seems like with the same tone that we all have. Like, can you believe this fucking guy? And what a douchebag he is. And how horribly he's handling all of this. And so this is how Aaron spins it into yet another win for the Toe.
There he is. We have, it's going to be a very good one today. Plenty to discuss, plenty to talk about, plenty of things to feel about. We'll make you have feelings today. If you don't want to have feelings, I apologize. Welcome to new Steel Toe fan Anna Kasparian of the Young Turks. That was fucking
See, he's doing this
wild.
thing where it's like, if you pay attention to me or you know who I am, you're a fan. And he thinks that's like tricking people into being like, oh, wow, Anna Kasparian knows who you are. Nice.
Find out about. I'm reading the old Kiwi Farms yesterday, and I find out that Anna Kasparian was on a podcast this weekend or last week sometime, and she was just quoting and ripping off like all the drama, all the stuff that's been going on the last however many months. And
yeah, you're a freak show. You are a freak show for people to point and laugh at. You have made your life into a spectacle. That's what you've done. And now you're bragging about it. You're a father. You're a man who claims like, he's taking his personal life seriously. And yet you're celebrating when people are like, can you believe this loser? And by the way, for a guy who says, he's blind to all the haters, like, oh, these guys, these haters, man, I don't even see what they're saying. Very interesting for a guy like that to be on Kiwi Farms. What do you think he's doing on there? You think he's looking up random names, or is he searching for Aaron Imholt?
The joy in his face saying this is the most annoying thing in the world.
He's so happy. And it doesn't matter what they're saying. Like no press is bad press in Aaron Imholt's mind. All press is good press. Because if Anna Kasparian thinks you're a loser, then that's really cool.
Yeah, this reminds me of Billy the Kid seeing a wanted poster of himself back in the 1800s. And he's like, look at me. They want to shoot me. I'm famous.
She called it her guilty pleasure. Okay. So welcome to Anna Kasparian of the Young Turks, who, by the way...
You want to go to a Coke den, girl?
Hey, Aaron, can I tell you? Anna, I have to believe... Whatever you think of Anna Kasparian, she's not the loser that I am that's combing through your 4-hour show. She's going to Doom or My Lost Interest or Stalin 19 or Our Friend Real Media Player. She's going to one of those and watching the clips. She's not watching 4.5 hours unless they don't hit the goal. She's not watching all 4.5 hours of Steel Toe, believe me.
Anna, your thoughts on hot tubs?
Yeah, she sure did. Not in the best light, but I mean, she didn't like shit on us or anything.
No. Who, Aaron? How could they? How could they shit on you, Aaron? Everything you've done is so cool.
It's fucking sick, dude.
Just mentioned some unfortunate things that had occurred, but she's more like.
Well, hold on, let me rattle off a few of those, if you wouldn't mind. Aaron walked into another couple's house with his wife and walked out without her. Aaron brought his kids to a drug den and did coke, Molly, and whatever else he said, and now does victory laps when people get arrested for doing the same thing. Aaron got arrested for revenge porn right after mocking his ex-wife for getting arrested for drugs a week earlier. Are these the type of things? Aaron allegedly had an incident with his wife, a physical altercation that led to the order of protection that's been placed on him. Are these the little things that Aaron noticed? Say what you want about Stuttering John, but it's not like a faux pas that you made on the air. It's not snot flying out of your nose. It means you're actually like a bad guy. And I think John's a bad guy too. But my point is, like, Aaron's had a horrible year, and yet he does this thing where he's like, she mentioned a few minor things that the haters like to point out, like all the crimes I've committed and how I'm a fucking simp on the internet for people to laugh at.
I hosted a Klan rally. It was great.
Oh, that too. I forgot about that one, Casey. Yes.
No offense, Greg.
She's talking about Kiwi Farms, and she's talking about if she loves following all this. Like, I didn't have Anna Kasparian on the bingo card this year.
Oh.
Wow. By the way, I hate people that talk like that too, that talk in internet speak.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure I've done it in some form accidentally, and if I have, shame on me. But I hate people that, like, there's a blueprint of the way you talk on the internet. Like, this was not on my bingo card this year. So just have your own thoughts. Talk the way you would talk, not the way Twitter talks.
I'm going to use that before the end of the show.
Good. I hope you do.
Next one's called Worthless Personal Chat.
Oh, so, Aaron's show is built on, like, his personal life, I guess. And if he's not allowed to get into, like, the real gossip, then I guess this is what he's going to do. And if so, it's pretty rough.
I got to stop looking at the screen. I'm starting to, I'm not liking it. I'm starting to see Beaker a little bit. And I don't want any Beaker jokes, but I'm looking Beakerish today. Do you like my new shirt? My boys in the
shirt looks interesting.
You like it? My boys in the hood shirt.
Yeah.
I got it at a garage sale this week.
Hold on. Poor Johnny Crutches can't even muster a response. Do you, what would you say to that? Do you like my shirt? He's like,
I can't walk, is what I'd say.
Come on, brain. Come up with something. And he just blurts out, yeah. It's just a grunt. It's not even a response.
It's literally the gayest Boys in the Hood shirt I've ever seen.
No, it's really cool, and you know that because Aaron's a cool radio guy. He's one of the 3 best in the world ever.
That's true. I did forget that.
Yeah.
I hear that again, but hear Aaron as the wife asking the husband, "How do I look in this dress?" It's that. It is sort of indifference.
It is gross, by the way. If you're a diehard enough Opie and Anthony fan, like if you listened to enough O&A, it is like creepy how much he's ripping off Kumia.
Mm-hmm.
Like just in the cadence, do you hear that there, Craig? Where he's like,
yeah.
I'm looking beakerish today. Like just in the way Kumia, he's copying everything about Kumia. It's weird.
It is very weird.
And I don't want any beaker jokes, but like I'm looking beakerish today. Do you like my new shirt? My Boys in the
shirt looks interesting.
You like my Boys in the Hood shirt?
Yeah.
I got it at a garage sale this week.
Yeah.
Sure.
SP and the kids and I went garage sailing. Found this for $1.
Whoa!
$1 garage sale find.
Neat.
For anyone that doesn't know, by the way, the woman he went with shopping with, he referred to as SP, and if you don't know what that means, it is slam piece.
Lovely.
The woman that he is parading around town with his children, he refers to as slam piece, and you can tell things are going pretty well for this radio titan when he is buying his clothes for, without exaggeration, $1. You guys know how everything is so much cheaper now, right? How you can buy a lot of shit for $1. That's how Aaron gets his clothes.
Boys in the Hood shirt. And then I picked up a pair of American flag swim trunks for $1. I was very excited about that.
Of course, inflation is real.
Yeah, and then I also found a pair of And One gym shorts for $1.
Holy fuck.
What is this? What is this, Aaron? What are you doing? You going through every item of clothing?
This is for April's lawyers. I don't have anything. Look, I'm spending nothing on clothes.
I got this shirt at a garage sale. You can't take it.
How
It
often
says Boys in the Hood.
in real life, if a friend was saying to me, guess how much I got this shirt for? I would punch them in the face. I'd say, come here and don't move so I can make contact with you.
Yeah, he would miss, but he would try.
Greg, that's, as producers, that has to be the first question we ask him every show now. Hey, nice shirt, Mike. How much?
Mike, who are you wearing? Oh, come on, guys. You really want to know?
It was a big weekend. That's all I'm saying. Karaoke.
Sounds like you made it out like a freaking bandit.
I really did. I upgraded my wardrobe.
Stop encouraging this.
Well, Craig, you know what it's like when you have an egomaniac host. You're like, fine, I have to indulge this. He's gonna bring on DJ Electra and let her read super chats. I have to play along.
Oh God.
No, I kid, Electra. I kid.
I know.
Do you?
I had a great.
No.
That's why she's special, guys. She gets it. But doesn't get it, but also gets it. That's amazing. That's a skill.
New white T-shirt, and I feel great about it. All in all, man, I had an awesome weekend.
Oh, good. Oh, that's so, Aaron. That's so comforting because I gotta say I was in Chicago, as you guys know, over the weekend, and the sleepless nights that I had. I just stayed up drinking whiskey, and guys were like, "Mike, I know it's a bachelor party, but Jesus, we're going to bed." And I said, "God, what do you think? What do you think Aaron's going to wear on Monday?" They're like, "I don't know, Mike. Probably an expensive shirt." And I said, I'm not so sure. I think it might be something much cheaper. I just hope he's having a nice time this weekend.
This next one's called Quite an Offer.
Oh, so I think this is to us. I think this might be a little deal for the super chatters or the Rumble ranters or the Venmoers or the Streamlabbers or the PayPalers out there.
Streamlabbers.
Slap My Ass Sally becoming a member for their 28th month. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you,
A
Slap.
little comment on there. Another win for the toe. Thank you very much. We're
Aaron,
starting at
people are mocking you when they say that. They're calling you an asshole.
an even 300.
Another win for the toe is slang for I'm a complete douchebag that thinks I'm winning.
The next, another win for the toe will be used by a country eventually that loses a war, and it's like their last tweet.
Well,
another win for the toe.
win for the toe.
Hundo today. So let's make hay while the sun's shining. You know, if you want to, Johnny's back. Things are getting back to normal. If you want to knock out 300 right off the bat today.
We have that option?
Oh,
nice.
I didn't know we could do that.
You'll let us, Aaron? I thought we had to wait till the end. I can just give you 300 right now? Nice. Then I can move on with my day.
Oh, man, don't have to sweat the goal. That'd be nice.
Look at his co-host. He's just like dying right now.
Yeah, Johnny is
just from the
always
waist
in a
down.
constant nightmare.
I love that idea. I love the idea. Now, the audience hates it because they go, no, if we knock it out early, you're going to mail it in and never.
I know. We really do, don't we, gang?
That's what
He's serious, by the way.
I know.
That's what's crazy. He's not doing a bit. Scroll that back just a tiny, tiny bit because I want to hear him where he really thinks we're going to be like, come on, Aaron, come on. We could give it to y'all now. But then, is the show going to be as great? We like the show the way it is. We don't want you to give up, Aaron. 99% effort is not good enough for us. We need 100% of steel toe. It just won't be the same if you're not begging for money the whole time.
Speaking of money, real quick, Casey, read that last super chat before we get too far away from that topic.
Okay.
All right. Red Force, DJ Electra, you want to read that? This is your job.
Okay.
Hey, one of you idiots can read it. Let's just go.
Red 473 for $4.99. Anna was on the Sitch and Adam show, and she was completely disgusted by Aaron. I was watching live, and it was surreal. What am I doing with my life?
No. Oh, Red, you fool. She thought he was really cool and handsome.
She liked the way his pants looked.
Didn't you hear? She's like, I don't think he spent a lot of money on those clothes, but he is pulling it off.
Right off the bat today. I love that idea. I love the idea. Now, the audience hates it because they go, no, if we knock it out early, you're going to mail it in. And never in a million years. We feel comfortable.
Don't worry.
We feel relaxed. The show goes very well. Oh, you're going to love it. So throw in a couple of bucks, the Streamlabs, the PayPal, the Venmo. We're doing great so far. Really just $200 by 8 o'clock. So $200 in the next, or $100 in the next 2 hours. We're looking great.
Make up the price.
Go ahead, guys.
What's the? Now I have no clue what we're donating.
How much are we doing?
Is it 100? Is it 200? Is it 300?
Well, if you knew, then you could never give more. He keeps it moving, so it's like a goalpost you can never kick the field goal to. You just keep kicking. Eventually, it'll get there.
He really thinks we're sitting at home like, oh, God, I just can't. I got to get to work. I can't wait 4 hours to donate, but I guess I'm going to have. Hold on. What's he saying? Let me turn up the volume here. I can donate now? At the beginning of the show? Hold on. Venmo's hours start this early? They're receiving donations via Venmo?
Can we talk about cash depreciation, giving now versus later? Come on, guys.
That's a good point. Yeah. What's more valuable, Aaron?
This man's on probation, is what the 6 was called.
Oh, yeah. This is a guy that has had criminal charges brought against him. And this is the show that he's doing.
Always wanted to be able to do that. Just kill a guy by cranking on his neck really hard.
Hold on. How many guesses could I have given you?
Whoa.
I would have never guessed that was what he was going to say.
Listen to this psychopath.
Yeah, I got to go back on that one.
That is like go on a watch list type comment.
He's already on the watch list, Craig.
He went full Catalano right there. That's what we call a full Catalano. That was Joey C, baby. That's what you tune in to watch Joey C do.
Judging by the series of events, if I was a school in that area, I'd be on the lookout for this guy.
This is a man who, by the way, not only the revenge porn stuff, he's on probation from the order of protection that he has against his ex-wife. The order of protection that suggests he's not allowed to talk about her because of all the horrible things he said about her. And I believe that lawsuit included documentation that suggests he was physically violent with her. So this is a guy, this is not a parking ticket that Aaron got in trouble for. And yet he's talking like this on his podcast.
And if you're like in the case and you're a lawyer and you need to prove you had any violent thought ever, well, the timestamp here is 120. I mean, it's right there, black and white.
And to be clear, because Aaron tries to do this, I've heard him do it with like Patrick Melton and these people that talk about Aaron, where Aaron will be like, "Oh, my haters. This is what my haters do." Which, first of all, I'm not an Aaron hater. I'm becoming one the more he talks. But I just think like he's a guy that's funny to goof on. But he'll say like, "Oh, my haters, they pretend to be these free speech guys, but then they go after the things I say." Aaron, talk about murder all you want, by all means. But what I'm saying is I'm trying to help you and say maybe it's not the wisest thing for a man in your position to be talking about.
Yes. Context, Aaron, context.
I've always wanted to be able to do that. Just kill a guy by cranking on his neck really hard.
Jesus.
I mean, I haven't like wanted to do it like in my life. I've just wanted to have the ability.
Well, my dick's in his mouth.
I knew it was coming that time, and it was still crazy.
And again, this is a man who allegedly headbutted a woman. I don't know that he did that, but it has been alleged in court documents. So
and
think about who's talking.
He admitted to a very hard hug.
Yeah.
Like that looks so cool in movies when guys just go and just murder
I'm
a
now
guy.
worried for my safety.
I don't know. I'd like to practice
Johnny's just
on
enabling
something, you know, that
I can't run. Yeah,
like
I
a
get
small.
Imagine saying, "I'd like to paralyze a guy," to a guy who's paralyzed.
So listen to this. He doesn't at all get that. So Johnny tries to be playful. Poor Johnny Crutches is like, "Hey, I'll yes and this horrible bit where you want to kill someone. Hey, look at I'm the crippled guy. I'm probably in trouble here." And Aaron, like the great radio broadcaster he is, just paying zero attention to what the guy is saying.
I want to put someone in a chair just like yours, Johnny.
What?
I don't know. I'd like to practice on something, you know, that
I can't run.
Oh,
Yeah,
like
a
small animal?
You know,
Like me.
practice on, you
A
know,
small defenseless animal in a wheelchair.
they say that that's fine. They say that if you start by, you know, experimenting on small animals, that never escalates.
Nope.
Oh,
nope,
what?
Not the first stage of a serial killer at
Right.
all.
So, well, dude, I'm old. Like, if I start stage 1 now, I'm never going to get to serial killer.
She was stage
now,
Or at
hold
least
on
by
a
the
second.
time you do.
Could you go back a little bit? Because Craig was just yammering over it. But
What a joke.
what he did, but what you missed, what he did was Johnny was giving the out of like, yeah, you could fuck with a poor defenseless animal like me. But Aaron has his head in the clouds, excuse me, where he's going, I could fucking kill an animal. He's not even acknowledging that the other guy is trying to like make comedy out of it. Aaron's like, what if I start just murdering animals? Yes. Yes.
Stone.
He said that's a good place. They say that's a good place to start. Who is he talking to? What? Who says that's a good place to start?
All the
anything?
serial killer groups that he joins.
Also, everyone stop what you're doing right now and look at the camera or look at your phone and watch when he says serial killer. Watch his eyes. They dart to his camera. He never looks at his camera unless he's asking for money, ever. Watch.
You know, experimenting on small animals, that never escalates.
Nope. Not the first stage of a serial killer at
Right.
all.
So, dude, I'm old. Like, if
here.
I start stage 1 now, I'm never going to get to serial killer.
Or at least by the time you do, it's like your life is pretty much.
Donate
All
or I'll murder you.
We might have got it. We might have found him. We might have found a murderer.
over anyway.
Right. Those guys get to serial killer after like 25 years of fucking killing small animals. I don't even have a magnifying glass, dude. I'm not going to do anything.
What does a magnifying glass have to do with it?
Isn't that where they start
Burning
with the ants?
Oh.
They take the magnifying glass and they torture ants? I've never done that. I think I'm in good.
Yeah, I've always just used Roncinol.
Just blondes from the Minneapolis area.
Johnny's just trying to pull him out of this. And Aaron's like, I know how to kill it. I think Aaron's going to start going door to door in St. Cloud and just give that look that you guys were talking about. Have you given to the goal yet? Oh, please, do you accept? I know you take Rumble rants, but I only have cash on me.
If I was a cop in the area, I'm going to swab his trunk right now.
Swab everything. Think of the cognitive dissonance that the judge goes, no talking about your case. All right, get on the air. What are we going to talk about? I want to murder animals.
Hey, Your Honor, I am not on trial for having murdered an animal.
Norton talked about making different kinds of poison. Let's do it, folks. Worth every penny is this new one.
Heck the dick.
Someone says, tried to super chat you, but you blocked me. What?
I'll unblock you right now.
I didn't do that. I'm going to go. I didn't block you, Nova. Nova, I'm going to unblock you, and then you're going to resend that $20. Otherwise, I'm going to block you again.
That
sounds fair, right?
That's kind of funny.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
If you got the unblocking because, you want to make that donation.
Yeah, I'm going to go. I'll unblock Nova for $20. What the fuck? I'm going to go unblock you, Nova. And then if in the next 25 minutes you don't send that $20, I'm going to block you again. That sounds fair.
Like, what is this show?
Very, very detailed. Very in the weeds with
the show. The show is, I've blocked you, evidently, for saying something I didn't like. I will unblock you if you give me money. And I'm going to put a time limit on that. The show is just time limits and money. And there's filler in between the gaps.
I didn't block you, but I'll unblock you for $20.
Don't call me beaker face.
Boy, the price of dignity. Because obviously, evidently, this guy said something that offended Aaron. Whether it was minor, maybe Aaron was in a bad mood that day, or it was something horrible about his kids or his family or something, or anywhere in between. And Aaron's like, listen, whatever it was, that sweet, sweet $20 is going to be worth it. Oh, the dignity that will pulse through my veins when I unblock you and you call me a talentless hack again. Oh, will it all be worth it when I have that? Who's on the 20? Thomas Jefferson?
Well, it's 70% of 20. He's actually getting like $15. Really.
I was going to say, I have no fucking clue.
Man, let's take a look here. Nova. Fucking hell. I don't see. Oh, there you are.
Oh, good.
There you go, Nova. Save. All right. Nova, $20 incoming, expecting it from you. Thank you, sir. Plankton.
Now we've got a whole new goal.
Whoa, Mike.
No, it's not Plankton rules. It's not the same guy.
Okay, because I was like, get the fuck out of here.
How great would that be?
I don't know what I would do. I truly don't.
I did text for any Clug Maniacs that are following the Quincy saga. I did text Plankton rules myself today.
What did you say?
Have
to wait till I have to
We'll
wait
find
till-
out. We'll find out next week on Quincy.
I remember Plankton rules.
Yes, we're trying to get a hold of him desperately. Oh, you know what? DJ Electra might be a good.
Ooh.
Maybe I should try.
Yes, this could be good. We might need DJ Electra.
All right.
Hey, Plankton.
You have to join
Hey.
I like this. I like the way you think, DJ.
We call that a honeypot. She's our honeypot.
Yes.
Endless movie references is the next one.
Oh, so this is something that Aaron gets made fun of for, and I'm glad Craig is here because Craig will know that sometimes we
First
get
person
caught
to ever
up
say
in
that.
a movie. Well, for this purpose.
Fuck. I'm a guest.
Sometimes we get caught up in a movie reference, you and I, and we go back and forth for a little while.
Yes.
Some scenario. Like, with Aaron, we thought he sounded like Pacino when he said something once.
Yep.
And so we just started doing Pacino talking about the goal.
Yeah.
A bit like that,
Yeah.
So people would shit on Aaron for making movie references. And I never understood. I was like, well, why? A lot of people reference movies. That's very common. I didn't listen to Steel Toe long enough to really get that bit, so you guys are helping me learn. I get it now because this is exhausting.
Oh, no.
So he just launches into, he says, oh, this is exactly like that movie. And then just endless self-indulgence pursues.
You know who they are? They're Don from Casino.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's who they are. It's like, you didn't see yourself getting set up on the second shooting. You didn't see yourself getting set up on the second shooting. If you didn't see yourself getting set up on the second shooting, then either you're too dumb or you were in on it. Either way, you're out.
Okay, that's a little, you know what? That's a little long, but whatever. Maybe I guess I overestimated.
Don?
That was a little long. Yeah, I don't know if he has the, like, I quote Casino fairly often.
Me too.
Like on Kirk's show, I do that.
Tell me I was at that dinner.
Yeah. I've done that fairly often. So I quote Casino. I don't remember the line that he's referencing, but that's fine, whatever. It was a little long for my taste, but now he moves on.
We hit the goal yesterday. Can you give me that?
Please give me that. MSO doesn't want to come on here and debate me.
Me? Am I firing you? No, I'm not firing you. Yeah, I'm firing you. Then the CIA comes up to your office and they go, I thought I could maybe see about you changing your mind about the old FBI here. I can't. I'm sorry, but they're incompetent. Oh, you got me there.
How many scenes are we doing, Aaron?
The whole movie.
It's a monologue.
FBI is as useless as tits on a boar. But I was wondering if maybe you couldn't find something for them maybe further on down the trough. Sorry.
Is that it?
Some might accuse me of maybe seeing that movie a little too much.
No.
Why?
See, I do things like that, and now in the last 12 hours, you know what I've started thinking?
What?
Would Anna Kasparian have liked that?
Oh.
That was painful.
Imagine if that just made Anna soaking wet.
He does these impersonations. But again, like me and Craig just did it right there, where it's like you kind of twist the reference and make it something related to the show. You don't just do multiple scenes in the movie and then go, hey guys, didn't I quote it really good? Hey guys, you can tell I know the movie now, right?
Next one, Mike. Sorry.
Well, here's what bugs me about Aaron is like I didn't goof on him for a year. And I'm annoyed at myself now because, like, I thought he was a fine broadcaster. Like, I listened to him a couple times and it was like, whatever. I listen to him now and I'm like, he's so bad. Why did I listen to all these people that said he sucked?
No, what a segue. This one's called Aaron's Bad at This.
Oh, well.
He ate it. All right, let's get into Johnny's business. Johnny's got some business he wants to discuss. What?
I was gonna talk about how I upset that lady and made that mistake twice of saying like, "Oh, I guess we're broken up," and not talking to her and stuff.
What the fuck?
But there's a lot of stuff that happened last night, and
before you continue, I had this blocked off.
Oh man,
this is going to be a big chunk of today's show.
What the fuck?
People were going to send in pity donos and everything for today.
Pity donos, no.
But now, wait a minute. What? Is this a prank?
No.
Am I being punked?
No.
You told me yesterday that
this
you
is
had
Aaron trying to be like, I can't actually tell what he's doing because it's either him trying to be like, oh, what the fuck, man, but he's bad at that. Or it's him legitimately shaming Johnny Crutches into talking about his personal life, which, by the way, if we weren't here to make fun of Aaron, this Johnny Crutches thing is fascinating. He's in a relationship with a girl he's never met who is, like, they got into a fight. They've gotten into multiple big fights. And keep in mind, they've never met. They've met on, like, a dating app or something. And she won't stop calling him and everything. And I was like, oh, this poor Johnny Crutches, he's a virgin. He has a kid. And he's behaving like this.
Now, how did he acquire this name then?
Johnny Crutches?
Yeah.
I don't know his disability. I don't know how he happened upon that.
He got hit by a train. Who knows?
It's possible.
He's in an egg chair.
You got hit by the hype train, baby.
Honestly, what I think we're seeing here, though, is that just being outlawed to talk about the only thing that he has talked about for months, he has nothing else to talk about.
So yeah, I'm glad you said that, Casey. So that was the main thing. I don't know if he's doing a bit where he's like, oh, come on, Johnny, talk about it. Like it's a horrible bit they're doing, or if he's actually like guilting Johnny into talking about it. But either way, what it is I have nothing left. So Johnny, you have to bring personal shit to the show now.
And relationship issues you wanted to discuss, and I called you and we talked about it for a little bit. And now, as we come up on the show and as I'm getting ready to introduce this segment, now you tell me, not really. It's like we were doing improv and I went, hey, I brought you a package. And you just go, no, you didn't. I'm like, wait, what?
Well, I mean, I said, not really. I don't want to talk about much of it. No worries. I'll see you tomorrow. Like when we talked yesterday.
So Johnny's genuinely uncomfortable. I forgot about that part.
Those are two totally different conversations right there.
This is so gross.
He has
talk
MS.
About much.
Apparently.
The simple gist is the first time that California Girl.
No, wait. Before you start, remember, drag it out. It's a rich taffy.
Aaron, let him tell the story.
That's the grossest thing I've ever seen right there.
Well, it's like
you sounded defeated.
You don't need to tell us how the sausage is made. You can drag it out. And then there are times where you can make jokes about like, hey, this makes my job easier. But doing it before the story starts just tells us that it's fake horse shit that you're instigating so you don't have to do anything.
Does he think he's off air or something? Like, that's the only thing I can think of.
He's making me mad now. God damn this guy.
Shit,
such little
HACKRIDE's going to come back.
Such little regard for his audience. Just stretch. Their lives mean nothing. The hours that they spend listening to this show are trite compared to the amount of money we get out of them. Stretch.
Stretch the story out. We're going to get pity donos. What an asshole.
Pity donos. But again, I can't tell if that's him trying to be like affable, like a wink and a nod, like, hey, see, I know what you guys say about me. But then when you actually do it, that's what I say about self-deprecation. Self-deprecation is useless if you make no effort to change or better yourself in any way.
Yeah, it's supposed to be self-deprecating against him, not against somebody else, making somebody else feel guilty.
I figured out what he's doing here. Okay, you remember back in college when they're like 10-page report and you just increase the font size? He's just like, we have nothing. Slow down. We have nothing.
All right, Aaron. The girl from California has been very, 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 very mean to me.
Rich taffy. People want this to be nice, and they want it stretched out. Nice.
Right. Well,
and stretched out.
I met California Girl.
But wait. I didn't say we had to go back to the beginning.
Make up your mind, dude.
You just told... You can't do that in the same sentence, Aaron.
Stretch it from 22% in. Come on, man.
What's the deal? Pleasing you. What's the deal? Because I honestly, I went to bed and I slept the sleep of the saved last night because I went, you know how much fucking content I'm going to have on just Johnny just taking the stick and going for it today? Tomorrow. I'm so excited. And then you come in here and now I'm like, oh shit, I might have to do a show.
Yes.
Which I have one ready, but I thought your thing was going to be way more fascinating than the shit I got.
Well, it could be, but I don't want to go in.
Well, Electra is looking at it from like she's a nice woman. She's looking at it from a human perspective and saying it's abuse to Johnny. I look at it as abuse to the audience.
I agree with that as well.
Because what Aaron is saying is, I don't want to put any effort into my show. What I want to do is just make Johnny suffer, and we can call him a gay virgin for 2.5 hours tomorrow, and I won't have to bring any actual content while the donos pour in.
Oh, I am so excited for this next clip. I have no idea what I haven't seen.
Chip Imholt.
Hold on. Wait a second. It's going to be really funny.
Stretch, Mike. We need you to stretch.
I don't get it.
Bring it home,
Is
sock
it his
cucker.
kid or something?
You got 5 minutes left, sock cuckers.
So she got upset with me again and texted me saying that she didn't think it was going to work out and she wanted to pull the plug. And I told her I didn't want to cancel our plans and everything. And she's like, I don't either, but this doesn't seem like it's going to work. And so when she said the pull the plug thing, I assumed we were done. And I made that assumption again on Sunday without talking to her. And she got really, really upset with me, which led to a tirade of phone calls where she informed me that I'm a liar and a jerk.
Time out. Can I guess? Did she use the word narcissist?
No.
They all do. Okay, that's coming.
Hold on. Listen to this idiot. Listen to this jackass. First of all, he does the Opie thing where he's like, whoa, hold on. Whoa. Everyone move out of the way. Aaron has something to say.
Wait. Does she not know your disability or something?
Everyone, because timing is everything. So the best way to nail that timing is not to seamlessly weave it in, not wait for your opening, not try and talk louder than Johnny in a point where it fits perfectly. Just go, hold the phone, everybody. Aaron's coming in with a Gemarino. And then here's Aaron's insight where he's like, guys, I got one. What did she say? Narcissist? And Johnny goes, no, actually. And he goes, well, she will. But hold on. If you think that's where the Chip Chipperson comparison ends, it hasn't even begun in my book.
Good.
Yeah, I had to see this one.
Really, really upset with me, which led to a tirade of phone calls where she informed me that I'm a liar and a jerk.
Time out. Can I guess? Did she use the word narcissist?
No.
They all do. Okay, that's coming. Don't worry.
Well, she didn't. He's not even listening to. He goes, no, they all do.
It's coming.
You ever fuck a dude in a hot tub? Oh, it's coming. It's coming.
Well, she said I was a liar and a jerk and all this other stuff, and she kept calling me to berate me, and no matter how much I apologized,
how's
she
your
said she
hair?
didn't believe it. What? Oh yeah.
Okay.
Fucking home run him, Holt.
What? He said braid. You get it? Yeah.
Now hold on. Again, that I could see myself throwing out one line like that, but he just had the trampling of this man, and has to again say, "Wow, how's your hair, cocksucker?" But I'm sure he's done now, and will let Johnny get this fucking story out.
It's not over.
To tell, by the way.
It's not over yet.
Calling me to berate me, and no matter how much I apologized,
how's
she
your
said she
hair?
didn't believe it. What? Oh yeah.
See, she called to berate you.
But yeah, so that all kept going, and
You didn't like that.
Played it like Chip.
I did. It's just
I know you're focused. I'm trying to knock you off your game. I'm being an ass. I'm sorry.
I'm just being cute. I'm just babe.
It's in the explaining. He does sound like Chip, like explaining everything.
So she's doing your hair. Go.
Well, let's also say this. Like, if Craig was like, I need to tell a story about my personal life, I'd be like, what? Okay. And then I would probably try to like throw in some quips or something throughout. Aaron made Johnny do this.
Last time I told a personal story, it's kind of stuck with me ever since.
It's like, Craig, let's hear about your divorce. No, I'd really rather not. Come on, Craig, let's hear about your divorce. No, it's really a very personal thing. It's still very fresh. I don't know. I have kids. I don't want them. Come on, Craig. All right, fine. Well, here's what happened. You're a pedophile.
No, it would be like then if you got mad, you're like, I went to bed, I got the best night's sleep because I was like, we're just gonna talk about your divorce.
You know what? We didn't spend enough time on that. The fact that he said, my friend Johnny Crutches has entered a point of turmoil in his relationship status. And boy, did I sleep like a baby.
This guy looks so upset too.
One day he's gonna say my crutch Johnny friend instead.
It is Johnny telling the story of a middle school dork, but nonetheless, like, listen, I'm Johnny Crutches has his plight in life. I'm sure we can all empathize in some form or fashion, and he's been forced to tell this story.
Yeah, Aaron's just like, would you take your girl to Nick Ricada's house or something?
Didn't come back with a cocksucker.
Your English better be perfect, or I'm gonna pounce on every syllable.
All kept going, and
you didn't like that. You didn't like that joke.
I did. It's just
I know you're focused. I'm trying to knock you off your game. I'm being an ass. I'm sorry.
just being cute.
Yeah, it's cool.
I liked it.
But yeah, so we were texting and we were talking and arguing in circles for hours. I kept apologizing, but according to her, I have to do a sincere apology, which means like not talking about women on my show, because the last show that she was upset with, I talked about the girl that's going to be on Dancing with the Stars with an ankle bracelet, and I showed her like,
oh my God, can you give me her name and phone number? It sounds like my dream girl.
Oh, no, I can't unhear it now. I'm gonna hear that constantly.
Wait.
Oh.
Wait.
I know, I get it, I understand.
Johnny's like, Jesus, man, you made me do this.
He was set up. Multi-talented is the next one.
I'm depressed now.
All right.
We all are.
So I'm sorry to do that to you, Electra, but there's only 40 more minutes of this.
Okay, thank God.
So you've seen Aaron and his quick wit you just saw on display there, where he can chime in with quips on a dime. You saw his acting chops, where he can do a monologue from Casino. But I mean, his talent cannot be confined to one particular area. This man is multi-talented.
I'd say allegedly, but I don't agree with that statement. Other than the kid part thing was a line that she crossed for me, where I told her my kid was crying to see me, and she says, "Yeah, sure."
Oh, hold on
your
one
kid's
second.
trying
I'm
to see
sorry.
you."
I
I
know
said,
Bill
"No,
Haver
crying."
This is not gonna help DJ.
Well, Electra, let me explain. What Johnny, the story that Johnny is telling is apparently Johnny Crutches as a child. And I guess the girl that is pestering him, Johnny was like, they were talking on the phone and she was berating him, as Johnny said. And Johnny said, like, "Hey, listen, my kid needs me right now. I have to go do something with my kid." And she was like, "Oh, so I guess I don't matter to you." And Johnny was like, "Hey, fuck you. Like, that's a little too far for my taste."
Yeah.
Now listen to the seamless way that Aaron is able to present comedy into this scenario.
I'd say allegedly, but I don't agree with that statement. Other than the kid part thing was a line that she crossed for me, where I told her my kid was crying to see me, and she says, "Yeah, sure, your kid's trying to see you." I said, "No, crying to see me. So I need to go spend time with my daughter." And she said, "Yeah, I'm not a priority." And then I hung up the phone, and that royally pissed me off because my daughter is a priority.
In the heat of the night, I wanted to talk to my daughter. She resented this and started calling me harder. Holy
fuck. Just absolutely charmless. There is no...
I mean,
that was a Saturday Night Live skit. That was not real.
How did we not put the chip correlation together sooner?
I've never seen it this clearly. Like, this is
because
this is
before he was
complete
talking
chip
about a
chip.
dude. He was talking about a dude fucking his wife every show. Now he can't. This is what's left. Everything he's seen Kumia and Chip. So now he's Kumia and Chip. That's what he is.
Spend time.
Aaron just puts on a wig and big glasses.
And of course he beats his wife. Because Kumia. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm waiting for him to go. What's got you laughing today?
All right, Johnny, let's go.
Okay, and also, when is he going to get his trans? Because it's coming. It's coming. He's going to end up with a trans.
Wait. I got a good line. You go.
Trans. I was on the radio. Transistor.
Daughter, and she said, "Yeah, I'm not a priority." And then I hung up the phone, and that royally pissed me off because my daughter is a priority.
In the heat of the night, I wanted to talk to my daughter. She resented this and started calling.
It turned to South Park all of a sudden. I swear to God. He also looked down right before this happened. So this is not improv. This is him doing a script.
Fancy Mortimer in the chat definitely probably just came up with the show title, and that's Toe Towerson.
I like that a lot. Toe Towerson.
Did you want to say something, Mike, before this?
So that's why our boy Tukey, or Rocco Burrows' impression is so good of Aaron, because he does sound like a South Park character. Like, listen to him. He's a Trey Parker character. And that's why it's so funny to me that Tukey's impression is basically just Trey Parker. I tried for these kids, damn it! But listen to him sing. Like, he's doing, like, this is an annoying South Park character.
The guy's talking about a very painful moment with his child. The context of it was great.
In the heat of the night, I wanted to talk to my daughter. She resented this and started calling me harder. Dong, 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 dong. See, I'm writing a Meatloaf song as you go. You keep revealing. Meatloaf. And I think we're going to have a 6-minute ballad by the end of this.
Can't keep meat off his mind.
Can I tell you part of the problem, too, is, like, I know he's influenced by Opie and Anthony. This would not be unheard of for, like, O&A to do to eat. Like, let's say E-Rock was pouring his heart out and they just keep interrupting him. The difference is there weren't just two people in the room. Like, there's only two guys on this show. Aaron made him tell this story.
Great.
Like, it was funnier when there were Opie, Jim, Anthony, Danny, Sam, like the whole gang would laugh. Where this is just like, hey, tell your story. I don't want you to tell your story. Trampling your story. It's like, okay, why am I doing this?
This is very much like he's doing it to him in an elevator. He's just telling a story, and then like, why are you doing that, dude?
Yeah.
You don't think so? Would you prefer Robert Tepper? Is there an artist you'd I'm sorry. No, you're right. I'm being a dick because I'm picking the artist, and it's the story of your life.
No,
who should it be?
I don't know.
Can't be R. Kelly, dude. We can't. No
hey,
thanks.
R. Kelly. Two R. Kellys in
Nice,
the show.
nice reference.
But I thought you loved R. Kelly.
How about Ja Rule? Yeah. She's blowing up my phone. It's murder. You want to go back to the
his
90s?
impressions are very good.
No, not really.
How about Brian McKnight? He needs a hit.
This list is going to make that Klan rally very angry at you, Aaron. Stop it.
What does he mean? Like, he's just throwing out. He's thinking of names, and again. I keep going because I know he's very heavily influenced by O&A, as am I. So, like, I know what his mind is spinning through right now, and he's like, "Oh, just any song reference will be funny." It has no tie to what Johnny is saying, the theme of the show, like what the chat is saying. There's nothing that ties everything together. He's like, I'm just going to sing songs at random.
If you told me he was on a totally different stream right now, I would believe you. It makes no sense.
And this is why that Chip Chipperson character was so great, because it pointed something out. It was like such a clear line of someone who gets the show and just listens to the show. Like Bobo and Opie, as we found out years later, like listened to the show, were aware of what the show was, but you could tell never fully got it. And in a weird way, Aaron doesn't understand his own show, and that's fascinating to watch.
I have a song that doesn't exist stuck in my head right now, and that's just Aaron has a fucking podcast.
George Strait, you want to go old school?
I don't think.
Well, like George Quip.
He's actually crying, this poor guy. He's about to
Help me pick an artist to mock your pain with.
No, hold on. George Gay. What do you got, Electra?
Electra, hit me.
Wait. Coltrane, thank you for the $1. You know for a fact I can't fucking read that.
All right, here's one's called Aaron's Job.
So we're hearing about. So if I remember right, This is Aaron saying, listen, you don't understand what it's like to steer this ship, man.
I want to do it.
Jack Cat, thank you for the money you've been sending us this morning. But he says, I'm out. Get your brain in order, Aaron. You're psychotic. Johnny wanted to talk about the thing, and I wanted to. My job is when he talks about sad things is I try to bring funny parts into it. I try to introduce levity so that the story can continue because the story will be very sad.
But here's the problem, Aaron. You made him talk about it.
And you wanted him to continue, and you cut him off completely.
You're like, hey, listen, it's like Aaron caused 9/11, and then listen, we're trying our best to make comedy out of this.
I forgot about the Chip Chipperson part where he comes back and explains why everything you heard was funny.
There's a big difference. Like Gilbert Gottfried telling the 9/11 joke and people saying too soon, that's comedy. You're supposed to do things like that. If Gilbert Gottfried was flying the plane and then made that Empire State Building joke, that would have a different context to it. Aaron is causing this drama and then being like, guys, I'm just trying to make light of a serious situation. No. You caused the seriousness and now are pretending you're making light.
It's a great example. Can you imagine back then people blamed Gilbert Gottfried for an earthquake? I mean, they got mad at him for an earthquake.
Right.
He just made a joke about an earthquake.
Right.
Like, you bastard, you killed these. No, that was the earthquake, not me.
It would be like if God tweeted about the Japanese tsunami.
To turn sad into sadder. It's my job to maintain levity in these situations, Jack Cat. Just calm down for me, buddy.
These situations which I artificially create.
Yeah, come on, I'm a pro. I know how to do this. Been doing this since I'm 18.
And when you think it's over, it's not, Mike. It's not.
Oh yeah, so you guys remember the great music bit?
Yes.
He sang Cats in the Cradle or something.
Well, don't you worry, gang. We ain't done yet.
Jukebox ain't closed. Nice.
Can I sing?
It wasn't sincere until I changed, like I said, the behaviors on my show, which I'm not going to change. So she won't believe my apologies. They're not sincere, but she keeps calling me because she wants me to make it work.
Would you argue, and would you say this statement's correct, that you did your best, but you guess your best wasn't good enough?
Fuck yeah.
That's a fucking song, cocksucker.
Lyrics right there. That was a song for sure.
So again, not to take Aaron to school here, it has literally nothing to do with what they're talking about. He's not taking songs that apply to the situation. There's no tie-in to the artist. There's literally nothing here. He's just grabbing songs out of thin air. And watch this. He's continuing this bit. I guess his voice is a little hoarse, so he stopped singing them. Now he's just saying them.
I hate you right now.
And sometimes it's all I need to know. Sorry. But you would say you did your best.
I tried. I did my best.
Did you try to say goodbye?
Yeah.
I
tried to say goodbye.
Did you choke? Did you try to walk away and stumble?
Oh
Get it because your legs don't work?
And though you're trying to hide it?
No, you're wrong. It's not that clever. It's literally, he thought of a fucking Macy Gray song.
I know.
Real song.
I know that.
That is a clock is right twice a day situation. I think.
Yeah, he lucked into that.
It's clear. Your world crumbles when she is not near.
Oh, that's just...
You don't think that that's what happened?
No, I don't think that's what happened.
Okay.
There is no... keep in mind, Macy Gray was never mentioned. The other song, like, none of this ties into anything. He's literally thinking, while Johnny is talking, he's like, give me just any song title that I can ham-handedly shove into this bit to completely derail it.
Would you say... Let's take this point by point, okay? Would you say that one, she's like a dream come true? 2, she just want to be with you?
This isn't edited, by the way. This is just all back to back.
No.
Yeah.
Would you say you were on slippery ice, baby?
3, that it's plain to see that you're the only one for me. I didn't have a rhyme.
This is hurting me. Like
4,
in my soul.
it's immersion therapy. 4,
Johnny, you got to give Johnny Crutch's credit. He's like kind of trying to sell the bit a little for him. He's like, "Oh man, you're being so funny right now, Aaron. I can hardly deal with it."
I don't think he's joking.
Quite the Abbott to Mike Costello right now, Aaron.
Repeat.
He just can't get up and leave. That's
because Aaron's fucking his kid's drowning.
Like drowning pool, bodies hit the floor. We're doing music still, right?
Steps 1 through 3. 5, do you think it could make you fall in love with her? If ever she believes her work is done, then she's starting back at 1. Ironically, Johnny, she is starting back at 1, but that's just because that's the digit you have to dial before the area code.
It doesn't even.
Not
what does that have
funny.
to do with anything?
He enjoyed himself on that one.
Would you say
My mother was a marvelous woman?
darkness is imprisoning him?
Don't talk about my mother, you cocksucker.
Absolute horror? How can he live? How can he die?
If you won't listen to me, 3, I'm going to call again.
Ugh,
And if ever I believe this call is done, then I'll start back at 1.
April,
good
Nick
singer.
Ricada would always come over to help April fix the floorboards.
They all fuck to the worst pop stations. I swear to God. Could they fuck to like deeper cuts? When you're fucking another man's wife, make sure you fuck them to deeper cuts, not pop tracks. This is awful.
Again, though, correct me if I'm wrong. That's also a Brian McKnight song, right?
Yes.
The second Brian McKnight reference. For no reason.
The Glenn ain't gonna like that.
There's no tie-in to Brian McKnight. There's not a name that was mentioned that was similar to the chat didn't, for some reason, insert Brian McKnight into this. There's no reason that his name keeps getting dragged into
It's just a good song, Mike.
Well, there's no
Just
denying
like a
that.
little girl, you know.
It's
like
hot
a
tub
little
music, baby.
Sorry.
No, it's all good, man. I just like
I
I
just
said,
keep
I
saying
didn't wanna-
sorry, and then I pick another song.
And that, by the
All
way,
right.
I saved you. That goes on.
Death of the goal, Mike. I think we're coming to it.
Oh, so this is sad news.
Toe Towerson.
This is very sad news. Aaron, after years of doing this,
Stop, Gregors. Stop.
Aaron, after years of doing this, has thought of something. I don't know. You guys all do podcasts and are involved in podcasts of varying levels. Tell me if you've ever thought of the concept that Aaron has stumbled into right here. Like, he does the goal, and listen, do we all love donating to that goal every day.
Right.
But Aaron has thought, maybe there's a better way. Could that be possible?
I will say, speaking of merch, I've got to you got to remind me, and I got time now that the kids are back in school. We got to get set up with Rumble Studio because they've been telling me that they count YouTube and Facebook and Rumble views on that, and if we're at 1,100 people at a time, that would really take a lot of pressure off this audience goal-wise, I feel.
Oh, my God. Aaron, don't tease us. I can feel my schedule loosening up already.
Thank God I can shut this off.
Oh, my God. The burden that's been put on us. First of all, he's going to explain. But why would that ease the pressure on us if we can count all the views? Oh, my God. People going home, honey. I just don't know. Aaron has to do the math every day. And he's adding up. There are people on Facebook and YouTube and Rumble and all these different apps. Aaron has to calculate that at the end of the day and think, where are all these people viewing his program? I don't know. And she's like, I don't care about this Aaron thing. Do you want dinner? What do you mean you don't care about the Aaron thing? You can shove the pot roast up your twat, you bitch. I'm trying to save our family a few dollars.
There goes the monetization.
Worth it. Worth it.
I've been cooking our books every month, and I'm on the precipice of a solution, and you're worried about dinner.
I like Tuesday, Mike.
A read an hour?
Yeah.
I feel like that could really help. I don't know how much you get.
I'm
if
sorry,
you have...
go back a little bit. Aaron is learning, and this is interesting for a guy that's been in radio.
You can do ads?
I've got one word for you guys. And I apologize, Electra, if you're dripping after I sound like Don Draper here. Advertising. Think about it.
Casey, you got to get a slipping sound effect for it.
That's my slip and slide.
That's also the sound when Blind Mike gives a gift, or we get gifted memberships on our
These
channel.
gifted members subs are making me hard.
And then he comes all over everyone.
We accept gifted memberships, everybody.
Yes.
Gang Lizard gifted 5 memberships a little earlier.
Oh, that's very nice. Thank you, buddy.
Yes, thank you.
Now, well, hold on. Let's get back into the right frame of mind here. What if I told you you could choose to debase yourself? Let's hear a little bit about podcast advertising.
Wow.
YouTube and Facebook and Rumble views on that. And if we're at 1,100 people at a time, that would really take a lot of pressure off this audience goal-wise, I feel. If we were doing like a read an hour.
Yeah.
I feel like that could really help. I don't know how much you get if you have, 1,100 people watching you or whatever at a time.
Probably $40 million, Aaron. Probably a lot, and I mean a lot of money.
Quite a bit of cash.
Because that's what all the biggest podcasters do. That's what Alex Cooper and the Smartless guys and Joe Rogan and Bill Simmons, they all make sure that Rumble rants are turned on and that Facebook, YouTube, and Rumble views are all calculated so that they can do one read an hour. That's what they all do, all the pros.
I think DJ Electra should message Aaron, ask how much for a live read to promote the Blind Mike project, and then send a 1-minute compilation of us doing this and see how much money he says no to.
Start low, DJ Electra, start low.
$5.
You would get for a Rumble read. But let's say we get $50. I don't know if we do. I have no idea what the numbers are. But let's say we get $50 for a live read. And you do that once an hour.
So Rumble gives you a live read to do?
Yeah. And let's say we do that once an hour. That's $200. That drops.
Okay, so I've watched Rumble.
My
with
God.
Thousands of Cardiff Electric has over 1,000 on Rumble because he got kicked off YouTube unfairly. Boom.
Does he know about this?
He doesn't, because if he did, he would work a lot less hard if you could just read an ad about a Trumpy bear and get paid. Sweet Skrilla.
What's the goal down to $150 a day or $100 a day?
Oh my God,
Yeah,
Aaron, run, don't walk.
Do it and see what's
this
what.
asshole has been in podcasting for 4 years, was in radio for 10 or whatever before that. He just learned about advertising today. This is yesterday's show we pulled from, and he's like, I gotta tell you, Johnny, I'm hearing something about these are ad reads, I understand. And they give me copy for a product, and I tell the people about them. I couldn't make heads or tails of it, but all I know, I speak in terms of goal. The goal will be less. And then finally, the viewers can go home to their families.
Now, Mike, I know I'm in the coffee business, right?
Sure, absolutely.
What if we, me and him collaborated with Steel Toe Morning Joe, right there.
I think he has a coffee, by the way.
Yeah, it's not great, is it?
Well.
So I'm currently blocked by Steel Toe. And I'm blocked by Steel Toe on Twitter because I happened to question if he was a good broadcaster or not. Like, this was a year ago when I was going after everyone and stuff. But his number one defense was, I've been doing radio for 15 years. I don't need to listen to this.
Sure.
How does a guy who's done 15 years of radio not know what a goddamn ad read is? Talking about it like he just discovered it.
You're not being totally fair, though, because they didn't have advertising in radio until a couple of years ago.
Fair point.
It was introduced when Aaron started podcasting, so we had two ships in the night.
I stand corrected. Moving on.
No, but you're right. Like, I think he wasn't he a salesman for a radio station?
That's all he bitched about. That's why I was complaining to him. I'm like, how long have you been in radio and you're this bad? And he's like, I've been in radio. I don't need to listen to hear this. But what's in this ad reader thing again? Headphones. What are those? Like,
I like him coming in with like, hold on a second. If we make money, the goal is lower and thus more likely to be reached. Like, he only thinks in terms of goal. He doesn't think, oh, we can make money in advertising. He's like, the people won't have to pay as much, and this will satiate them. And then they may send me more money. Yes, the goal! This all works towards the goal!
I can't imagine Anna Kasparian is approved of this show.
I just love how he doesn't even know what advertising is. That's so hot.
Fox Eating Dad says VGS had more ad reads. And it did.
That's definitely the way to go. CNN commentate. I love this clip. You're going to love this.
But I left that part in on purpose because I like the little taste of what you get if they hit the goal. Like, guys, CNN put out a clip. Are you ready for this? We're going to talk about it. Isn't that exciting?
If you pay me $138.
It is exciting, but Mike, not as exciting as the goal. We're here. We're at the goal.
Oh my God.
We're not at the fucking goal.
I'm sweating already.
10 minutes. 10 minutes of goal. Here we go.
Oh yeah, I forgot. So I sent KC. I sent him the goal and then realized later that later in the show he talks about the goal again. So this is really unbelievable. But listen to him. And I feel it's important to keep playing the goal. Because, yes, did we hammer home our point when we did our goal? Sure, you could argue that. But what is interesting to me about this
Did Mike buy a jet ski? Yes, he did.
It's none of your business what I did.
I was closest, by the way, on the guess.
But what's interesting to me is that Aaron does this every day. Like, today, we picked a random day. Usually, we will go with a clip that is circulating around the internet and people are making fun of and catches my eye. Today, we just went with a totally random day, and sure enough, Aaron delivers with making himself look like a jackass.
All right, guys, we got 4.5 minutes left. We're going to get back to all of this once we knock out today's goal. We're only $75 away. Pretty please, let's knock out the rest of it. That is a small number for the last 5 minutes. I hope that you all feel like chipping in. This is going to get...
What's that? What's that?
What's that?
Knocked out by one.
Hold on, go back. We might not get through this clip.
Oh, no. Out today's goal. We're only $75 away. Pretty please, let's knock out the rest of it. That is a small number for the last 5 minutes. I hope that you all feel like chipping in. This isn't
What's that?
Knocked out by one person. Everybody throw in Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo. It's all in the chat. Thank you guys very much for your contributions thus far. Let's push forward just a little bit more and knock out this last $75 and do 30.
I think Nick Ricada said that to him. Hey-o. Let's push forward just a little. Oh, ow, it hurts.
Minutes of overtime. The show either ends in about 4 minutes or the show
don't want
picks
that,
up
do you?
for an extra 30 as a thank you for your donations, keeping this program.
Aaron, who doesn't get this as a concept at this point?
No kidding.
It's the whole basis of your show. Like, you can't explain the show every day. We know that happens. You know, your hardcore audience is saying, no, we know you humiliate yourself every day, Aaron. Come on, just continue. We're watching you until the last minute where we maybe throw a $2 donation and make you dance for us.
On the air. Those are the links. Streamlabs.
What are they?
PayPal. Steel Toe Media Inc. on Venmo. Those are the 3 best ways to do it. Super chats are great. Rumble rants are great. Gifted memberships are even better. But we've got a little bit of time to knock this thing out. Let's make sure we do it. Isaac Walmart with $5 Canadian. Thank you very much.
Oh, hey.
Jimmy Payless.
Much. We've taken a bunch of $1 and $2 over on Rumble today. We're going to count that as the whole 5. $70
Whoa,
away.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on. So if you don't know Steel Toe, if he gets $5 on YouTube, he doesn't count that as a full $5. But because other people have donated, he's going to count it? The integrity of this goal has been tarnished.
I don't know what's confusing about that. It's very clear.
It's obvious.
And it's Canadian, so.
And so, Aaron, have a little fucking think about the amount of money you're talking about. You're like, well, listen, if I take the $2 off of the goal that I need to, I'm not confident enough that we'll make it up. So I just have to count the whole $5
from today's goal. So let's pick up. There's no reason to make this wait until the last second, and I've already got the leg shakes going. Let's hammer it out.
What about you, Crutches? What about you?
But listen to this. Don't make us wait until the last second. I've got the leg shake. Like I was talking to Austin. The memory I was referring to was being on stage at the historic Wilbur Theater in Boston. Aaron gets the same feeling in his legs when he's asking his fans for $2.
That's his personal standing ovation. $1.99.
$80, guys. You can do it. It's a little bit from each person. It's $10 from 7 people. Let's get everybody involved. 3 minutes to go. $70 away from getting an extra half hour and calling it
okay,
another
well, you know what? We'll donate and you move on to another topic. While we'll listen to the show while we're getting Venmo up on our phone. How's that sound?
No, that doesn't work like that. We have to incessantly talk about this until it's completed.
Day for the show and the toe and keeping us on the air another day and rebuilding from the little hit we took recently. Thank you very much to D. Gulag with...
Oh, you don't know about this? Well, we are all Steel Toe. You understand?
Okay. Then we did take a pretty big hit.
So we were arrested for revenge porn last week.
We're all just one toe in the boot, Kragers.
Yeah, and we had to go to court, and we had to go to hiding first so that we weren't in jail over the weekend.
You know how you battle revenge porn? Avenge porn.
Pretty good. So we had to go hide in a cabin for the weekend so we could avoid spending the weekend in jail. Then we had to make our court appearance. So these were all days that we all couldn't do the show. And by the way, don't forget, if you remember the last time we talked about Steel Toe, I mean, August was obliterated. There was a day they didn't hit the goal. So I mean, people have been talking nonstop about how August went. I heard they were telling me when I was in Chicago, I was up buying a beer, and I said, you know what, let me get a round for the guys. And the lady behind the counter said, hold on, before you hand me your card, are you aware of how much prices have been raised? And I said, really, why is that? And she said, well, August was a rough month. I don't know if you've seen the goal. And I said, well, anything to help.
August was so bad. November's looking like it's going to be in shambles.
She said, listen, don't buy beer here. Send your money to Steel Toe. Steel Toe Inc. on Venmo.
It's called Black August over at Steel Toe headquarters.
Black $5.50 Canadian. Very nice of you. Very kind. Get her going, boys. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo.
Holy fuck. You just
come on.
Chats.
Let's go.
Full
So
rants,
many
memberships.
options.
How do you not have any
Thank you for sending
self-reflection?
in that stuff, by the way.
So, Kragers, from doing the goal show and watching this guy, we have given up on money. We just think it's the dumbest reason to do a podcast for money. So we don't talk about money. We don't ask for super chats. If someone gives them, but this guy has changed our philosophy. He can't change his own, but he changed ours. Thank you.
I go up to people. I go into stores now, and I show them videos of the goal, and I've shut down businesses. Because they're like, guys, I feel guilty charging for things now.
Come on, guys, make it go. We need everybody. This is a show that it's a smaller audience. It's been getting bigger lately, but it's a smaller audience. Oh, wow. We're still in the 900s, pushing 1,000 people. Thank you very much.
Oh, whoa, hold on, Aaron. Think about that. You're in the 900s. That's a nice chunk of viewers. I don't know if he means just on YouTube.
No.
Because I don't know if you know about this, because there's something that calculates if you have Facebook, Rumble, and YouTube, you can count them all together.
And then we can get paid.
So I don't know if he just means on YouTube or if he means collectively, but whatever. Like that's a good chunk. 1,000 people watching him. If that's every day, good for him. I don't know if it's every day, but let's say it is. You should, however, ask if I have 1,000 people watching me every day, I shouldn't need to beg for money like this. You know, I should be confident that the audience is going to continue to grow. And also, by the way, that's the other thing that frustrates me about Aaron. He does literally nothing to grow his audience. He doesn't do like membership content. He doesn't put out like shorts or chop up the segments we do. So maybe people who are only interested, like if you look at our 4-hour videos, you might be like, well, fuck that. I'm not watching this whole thing. But you might be like, oh, well, I just want to watch the Kill Tony thing. And maybe you are able to discover that. Aaron doesn't do any of that stuff. He's just like, hey, the people that are here give me money. And that's how I will continue this show.
A guy so concerned about views doesn't know how to double his views by using the same content that he has. It's fascinating.
Right,
or bringing
exactly.
any content whatsoever.
And the
it's just all like give me money. It's all filler. Like again, that's absolutely right because he did something about some interview Dave Smith did. If Aaron cut out that segment and uploaded, it didn't seem particularly good to me. It seemed a lot of regurgitated points, but whatever. Maybe he would find new people that way that like Dave Smith and want to check out more Dave Smith content. But instead, he's just like, come on, guys. 10 people donate $7 or 7 people donate $10, however you want to chop it up. Let's go.
It's more efficient. It's more efficient, I got to say.
Aaron is the third base coach of podcasting. He just
waving
come
them
on,
in,
gang.
waving them all in.
Yeah, let's go. Come on.
Clapping, spitting out sunflower seeds.
He's never holding anyone on third. Everyone
Anyone's
go in.
ball game. Let's go here, boys.
Everyone donate. Everyone.
Let's have all of you throw
Third
in just
base.
a little bit. Remember, if we go over, we don't keep any of the extra. It goes to the next day. A little over 2 minutes left to
You gotta
go.
hear that again. I'm sorry. We didn't give that enough runway.
In just a little bit. Remember,
Did
if
you
we
hear what
go
he's
over,
suggesting
we
there?
don't keep any.
No, here, we'll go back. I'll give him more time.
Come on, guys, make it go. We need everybody. This is a show that needs a smaller audience. It's been getting bigger lately, but it's a smaller audience. Oh, wow, we're still in the 900s, pushing 1,000 people. Thank you very much for that. Let's have all of you throw in just a little bit. Remember, if we go over, we don't keep any of the extra. It goes to the next day. A little over 2 minutes left to go.
So he's saying, what does that mean?
We don't keep it, Mike. It's ours, but we don't keep it. Yes, I can spend it on whores, but tomorrow, not today.
Wait, so if I don't hit the goal exactly, Aaron burns the money?
No.
Wow.
I can't spend a penny if I don't get the goal.
It's a tactic to make you believe, like, hey, listen, we don't keep this extra money.
He was going to use it for his court appearance, but nope.
We put it to this whole different entity. So, like, if we make extra money, let's say the goal on Monday is $300. But if we make $320, we don't keep that extra. What are you, nuts? We're not greedy pigs. We're not capitalist pigs that keep that extra $20. What we do is we donate it to a whole new entity, which is Tuesday's Steel Toe Morning Show. We donate it to a needy group. Think about it. Tomorrow's goal has no money. We are donating to a cause that has nothing and trying to take off some of the burden on them.
There's a man on there charged with crimes. We have to help him.
It's very sweet. And by the way, Aaron, you have 900 or 1,000 people. You don't have Carl Hamburger trying to sabotage your show, though, do you?
No, he does not.
That cocksucker.
Definitely Carla by now. He's out.
Oh,
He's fully out.
John said something dumb. Like we haven't heard that before.
Make it happen, guys.
You seen him take
It
a drink?
is pretty pleased with cherries on top. Knock it out. Sandy Squatch with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you. $60.
Yes!
Away from getting this done today. Thank you so much.
I like how he paused there too. He's like $60, not like it was the donation away.
But like, they're like $2 doesn't get him juiced up, but like $5, he's like, "Fucking yeah, let's go, let's fucking go."
Keep it going. We've got 4 or 5 people chipping in so far. Just a few more, and this is going to get knocked out. If it's a show you love, a handful of singles, hey, that would be great. To a filthy
handful of
beggar
singles,
like
he's a stripper.
He just called himself a beggar.
Well, that's his way of being self-deprecating. But you're doing it every day. You know what I mean? Like, let's say I have a bunch of crutches. I can't think of what they are right now.
So does he.
Johnny Crutches. Hey,
I set you up for that. But like, if there's something that people point out that I say all the time, I might acknowledge that on air, and say it by acting, be like, "Oh fuck, that's me doing that thing that I do." But actually, like in reality, I would try to say it a little less, at least when I catch myself. Aaron is going, "Here's that thing that I do, and I'm going to do it again tomorrow, and again the next day, and again the day after that."
I would like if he wheeled out a pole and just got on a pole for us at the end of the show. Like, hey guys, it's poll time. Here I go.
Hell yeah.
That would be self-deprecation.
Me.
That'd be wild.
DJ, I'd like to write that down for your next show, please.
60
Okay, for you?
away.
Okay, great.
For you.
Okay, great.
Click the links. A minute and a half left. Let's do this thing.
This few minutes has been
Let's get it hammered.
dragged out.
Throw in a few more. We're almost there. Gray Duckling with $10 says Canadian.
That dude lit the cigarette like he was getting executed by a French battalion. Did you see him light that cigarette? He's like, ugh.
Let's get this over with.
Here's some real money. Thank you for the $10.
The classic action movie line. He's just like, "Here we go again."
I like when one of the chatters taunts the others, because as my friend that Aussie guy pointed out to me when I was on his show, I didn't realize this. He told me that Aaron doesn't put the chats up so you can't read them.
That's correct.
So he kind of manipulates what they say. So what I like, and I'm sure this is all very genuine based on what I just said, I'm sure that Gray Duckling was like, "Here's some real money. That should show a little something to all these losers who are donating less than I am." I like when the chatters take pride, like, "Aaron, I'm one of the real donators, man. Not these scrubs that are giving you $5 at a time. I gave you 10, which is a world of difference. I'm sure your kids will go to an Ivy League school now.
Says Canadian. Here's some real money. Thank you for the $10, Gray Duckling. We're at $50 away. $50 from knocking out today's
Hell
goal.
yeah.
Get in there. Whether you're Streamlabs, PayPal, YouTube, Rumble, Venmo, doesn't matter.
Holy
Throw
fuck.
in however you can. $50 away. 1 minute to go. It's doable.
man.
It's just a more efficient Jake Hudson. That's really what we got going on here. He can get it all in one sentence. Congratulations, Aaron.
I really like when he says it's doable. As if we hear that and we're like, "Aaron, that's Mount Everest." $50, Aaron. We're not all going to make it. If we even attempt that.
It's not the big dig, Aaron. Come on. Hey, that's a Boston reference. Look at me.
It is.
Another win for the toe. Everybody jump in. Kyler Pouch becoming a member for 26 months. Says 26 months already? Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Oh, it's
I hope
flown
been
by. Sir, how does it feel that you've been a member for 26 months and the host of the show just learned about advertising?
Like, how does it feel to be a member for 26 months? It's just them in the middle of a Nam flashback. Like, ugh.
I remember when April was here, she would get in a bikini.
Remember when the show was fun?
And an entertaining ride. Let's keep this ride moving. 40 seconds left.
Oh my God. That extra 10 seconds is precious.
$50 away.
30. No,
Let's
40.
knock out the last of it. We haven't had to ask too much today. You guys have been pretty good.
What the
Optic
fuck are you
Nerve with
talking
$2
about?
says,
Hold on. Listen to that. Listen to the psychosis of that statement. What we've just listened to, where he's asking, and he's like, "Listen, that's pretty good for us." That's what's crazy. If you don't watch the entirety of this show, if it's just that last 5 minutes, he's like, "We've actually been pretty, like, we've barely even mentioned the goal."
last of it. We haven't had to ask too much today. You guys have been pretty good. Optic Nerve with $2 says, get it. Thank you very much, Optic Nerve. We appreciate it.
I love that. $50 away, give $2. That's the best kind of troll right there. Oh, little false hope.
Yeah, and if it was half that, it would have been so funny.
Yeah, a 99-cent super sticker right there. $50 left. That's the play.
These contributions coming in. 20 seconds to go.
Oh, come on.
$50 away. Get it inside of 50. We do that extra 30, and we just got to keep begging you to knock out the rest. We do it on what's called credit. Keep it going, guys. We could use a big Venmo, big drop. 10 seconds left.
He
9,
needs literally 1 cent.
8.
Can you imagine Ice Cube watching this? Like, he's wearing my Boys in the Hood shirt. This is weird. What the
Well, this is what they represented, as we all know.
Yes. This is the last scene of that John Singleton movie.
Yeah.
You all know it's growing up in the hood and meeting the goal.
God, it wasn't much. 7, 6. This is a bummer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get in there. Optic Nerve came in with the $2, so we owe you. We're inside of 50. Get in there, guys. Push forward. Knock out this last $50.
Yeah, come on, guys.
He's still going?
Wait.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Electra.
Timer means nothing.
Oh, you fool, Electra.
Time does
guess.
not work like you think.
Oh, you simple fool.
Shit.
The clock has run out. Yes. But it's much like soccer, where the clock actually
we're into
keeps
injury
going.
time.
Yeah, we're in
Another
extended time. Where Aaron says, so the other thing you have to know, Electra, is we're inside 50, under 30.
With
Which
20
means
to go.
which means we get 15.
What
You know
if
what I'm
we
talking
don't
about.
want
Girl,
any
you know
more
what I'm
of
talking
his
about.
stupid show? What if
Stop.
nobody wants his show to go on?
That's not an option.
DJ, stop playing dumb. You know exactly what's happening.
Everyone knows these percentages.
Appreciate it. It's been a lot of people dropping in 50 or less. It's been a lot of small contributions. It's such a small number to keep this show on.
Aaron, if it was a lot of people giving more than $50,
Running for fucking president? Like, who gives a
I
fuck?
was just gonna say that we got to make our presidential candidates do this. Like, this is how they got to get their money, but a goal, and they don't. All the money they get by the goal they can use for the presidential run. Nothing more. So the goal would be amazing.
you guys are missing my favorite part. The goal is $300. Who was under the delusion that a lot of people were giving more than $50? It wouldn't be possible. It's mathematically impossible for a lot of people to give $50 and not hit the fucking goal.
How much is a plethora?
and this is what happened in August, DJ Electra.
It's been a lot of small contributions. It's such a small number to keep this show on the air. We appreciate it. Throw us a few bucks. We need it. We've never shied away from that.
That was so
We've always
motivating.
been very honest about how we fund this.
Aaron, that's not the problem.
I need an Arms of the Angel commercial with Aaron's
Guys,
face.
These aliens, they're above us. We're probably all gonna die, but let's go fight them. We need it.
It's like, listen, you can say I don't have my dignity, but what I do is every day I go down under the bridge and I jerk off punks for $15 a man, as the great Norm Macdonald said, and that's how I make my living. But lest you say that I'm undignified, I've always been honest about that. I've always said that I jerk off homeless men, and that's how I make my living. So don't say that I don't have dignity, because I've always openly admitted it.
We need it.
We need it.
We've never shied away from that. We've always been very honest
He's
about how
more
we
concerned and sad
fund
about
this
this
program.
goal
Cold
than this
Train with
guy's
the dog.
girlfriend.
Oh, it's not even close. I mean, that's not even a discussion.
No.
Do not make songs about the goal. The goal is serious. No songs about the goal.
It's funny
Imagine-
you say that.
Imagine how
every
mad
once
you
in
would
a
get if
while-
Crutches just started singing a song right now in his face.
Every once in a while that happens, where Johnny Crutches will read the chat or try and make a joke during goal time, and Aaron acts like it was a fart he's trying to ignore. Like it was just nothing.
Dollar says, so you couldn't have played my 11-second clip for my $5 rant while it was relevant to the story. I'm sorry, I had to make the fucking money to keep the show on the air. Here, we'll play the clip now.
Here, you cocksuckers.
OT? Oh my God.
Okay. So this is something I didn't realize, and I thank the Steel Toe Boring Shows subreddit for this. I happened upon there yesterday, and they said, guys, you got to watch overtime because they didn't hit the goal. I thought, here's where I'm dumb. When I watch the full show, well, not the full show because I never watch overtime. I always end at overtime because I think that's the goodness. Now he gets into these dumb clips that he reacts to. I didn't realize the begging continued in overtime. God. I thought it was like, hey, we're within 50 of the goal. So, like, whatever. I'm not going to keep fucking debasing myself. But sure enough, here we are.
$5 away, guys. Let's knock it out. Come on. We've done a fucking good show for you today. We've had a lot of people here, 1,100 at a time. We appreciate that. I just want to, keep the show going. That's all. MSO says another win for MSO. I mean, in 5.5 minutes, if we don't make $25, I think this is a win for MSO anyway because I'm debasing myself again to try and make the money.
Maybe that's why I got that word. I heard him say it so much. I keep saying it now. It's poisoned my mind.
Oh, no.
MSO, our hero in there.
MSO is rubbing his mitts together, going, You thought you had it when you got under 50 with 15 left, yes. But no. You are still $10 away, Aaron. MSO's twirling his mustache right now. While he's tying Aaron to the train tracks.
I'm convinced Aaron's MSO. I will never not think that Aaron's MSO.
I tend to agree with you.
MSO also runs Mohegan Sun, sounds like.
he just shows up at very convenient times. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
like a plot point.
So for anyone that doesn't know, this is a half hour later. So the goal was 4 hours into the show. I've never really watched past that. In overtime, I thought it was like, hey, we're close enough. That's why we stopped begging. No, my friends.
Beg harder.
We're $10, $15 away, whatever the hell it is. And by God, we're going to hit it by hook or by crook.
Yeah, it's not overtime of the show. It's begging overtime. He just forgot to add the begging.
Need to keep this fucking show on the air. I just wish the people who joined us recently and enjoy the show every day, I wish they'd throw in a couple of bucks, and some of you do.
He's guilty.
And I really appreciate that.
Does he have a Patreon?
No, I don't think so. He has YouTube members.
Why doesn't he just do a Patreon?
Aaron, Craig, what do you understand?
Don't you call me that ever again.
I called you Aaron because you're being a fucking putz. What don't you get? The people have to. I'm sorry. Tell me if Patreon is on this list. Streamlabs, Venmo,
all right,
Rumble Rants.
All right, I take it back.
Super chats, gifted memberships.
I take it back, damn it.
I didn't hear Patreon.
I don't hear Patreon.
It's true.
And yeah, it's just a show that needs a ridiculous amount of money and has to do a ridiculous amount of shows.
Okay, why?
Fuck.
Why do you need a ridiculous amount of money?
These lawyers don't pay themselves, Mike.
Okay, no. That's not an acceptable answer. Saying I have kids, I have a house, I have lawyers' fees, I have an ex-wife, I have grocery bills. That's all entirely unacceptable. What we owe you as an audience, first of all, is nothing. but at most, we owe you for the content you're giving us. So, sure, if I snuck on as a YouTube member somehow, technically I owe you for that if you're putting up bonus content. I'm stealing that if I'm not paying for it, I guess. But outside of that, we don't owe you because you decided to have kids, because you decided to get divorced twice, because you decided to live your life in a way that got you arrested and cost you lawyers' fees, because you decided to give Johnny Crutches and Matt, whoever that is, more money than you can afford. That's not our fault, Aaron. So we don't owe you for that. You made the show wildly expensive. Figure out how to make a living doing it, and then figure out how you can pay your fucking bills.
Hold me now. I'm 6 feet from the edge.
Hold on, guys. Craig is doing a bit. I guess we got to... We got to make way for that now.
Also, what is so expensive on the show? He has a whiteboard with a white marker written on it. He pays his guests nothing. What
He does
is
nothing.
expensive on the
He
show?
does nothing that indicates the money is going back into this
There's
show.
no production value. Nothing.
That's the other thing is like, at most, like if there was this goal, you could be like, hey guys, we're buying this for the show. We're putting on this live event that costs money, whatever. Like if you're asking this of your audience, show some receipts as to why you need all this money. An unacceptable excuse is like, I have kids to pay for. That's your fucking problem, not mine.
Absolutely. Also, can we get a picture of the jet ski?
Now, like,
You're
here's. Oh, you're talking about mine?
Yeah, for the gold money.
Here's the thing you can say. I appreciate you guys keeping this show on the air. Like that's very all of you that subscribe on Patreon, YouTube, Rumble Rants, wherever the fuck you subscribe.
Stop becoming Aaron.
Well, no, but my point is that's all very nice. You don't have to do it. That's the ultimate point. And if you stop doing it, I have to figure something else out. And that's my problem, not yours. Okay?
Thank you. Oh, that's such a relief.
Whew. Some of you do. And I really appreciate that. But again, yeah, it's just a show that needs a ridiculous amount of money and has to do a ridiculous amount of shows to fucking stay on the air. And it's worked for about 4 years now, which is great. And I'd like to continue going as we continue to dig out of the shit pit. Coyote with $4.99
The
says,
shit pit, I believe, by the way, is August, as we all learned.
Are you sure that's not his new girlfriend? The slam piece of shit.
Fucking home run day.
No, it's Black August, as Casey mentioned earlier.
Yeah, Black August.
And he's crawling out of.
Didn't say anything with it. $20 away, guys. 5 minutes to go. It's $20. Let's do the fucking thing. Ollie becoming a member
Aaron,
for
to you, I say it's 20 fucking bucks.
Wow,
You know what I mean? It's like if someone came up to you and was like, hey, remember, you owe me $1. And you're like, what, huh? And they're like, you owe me a fucking $1, man. And you're like, for what? And they're like, remember the thing? I gave you $1. You owe me for that. And you're like, oh, okay. And he's like, come on, just pay up. It's a fucking $1. And you're like, no. You're the one making it a thing. Don't tell me it's just $1.
But it is.
What's this weird move with his eyes too right here? Not
You
you.
didn't say anything with it. $20 away, guys. 5 minutes to go. It's $20. Let's do the fucking. Ollie becoming a member for 16 months says, "Keep your chin up, buddy." I appreciate that very
not
much.
realize that's a joke.
They're
comment?
making fun of you, Aaron.
Blind Mike, you can't see it, but Aaron Imholt has no chin. Hey, he's chinless.
I appreciate it. Let's continue on. Red Fox Mad with $4.99 says, "Come on, everyone, let's go. Everyone send in $5. There you go,
Julie
buddy.
wasn't as emotional talking about his producer getting arrested for child pornography.
Where's the fun Fox stories that we get in overtime? Is it just all more money? I didn't.
Well,
think it
they
was
have
that.
fun, and then Aaron looks at the scoreboard, and he's like, oh, we're still down. I gave these bastards extra, and they still haven't paid their debt.
Wake me up when September ends.
It's very good and topical, but I'm going to try to keep moving.
15 away from knocking this out and saying a big thank you before we get out of here. We got 5 minutes left. Chevy fan says, imagine 20,000 Citizen M's. I think if this Rumble studio thing if it works as well as people say it does, I think that could be a
Like
nice
it's the
little
invention
solution
of the
or at least
internet.
help.
Like, hey, this new platform that really could be that could save us. Like
That platform
Aaron,
with their bullshit views.
I'm sure they're not paying you $50 an ad. I would guarantee you. It's probably $3 or something. It's probably some horrible deal that they give you. It's not going to save your life. So stop like, what is this? This is all childish talk that we're doing, Aaron. Figure it out and then implement it. Don't tell us about it.
You get 3 Trumpy fish for each one you do.
Trumpy trout.
$15 away. Come on. Help out. Everybody, $5.
go, guys.
4 minutes left. Nana's Clam says, why though? Why is your show so much more expensive than its peers?
question.
I'll level with you because I made really fucking good money on radio. I had 3 kids.
Hold on, that has nothing to do with anything. Nothing to do with anything. You made really good money on radio. So what? You got a new job that pays less. You have 3 kids. That was your decision. I had no say in that.
He brought your wife to a drug den.
You didn't come to me and say, "Hey, Mike, should I have kids?" And I said, 3 of them at least. And you said, but I can't really afford it. And I said, I'll pay for it. I don't care. I just need a good show.
And use the deductive logic here. How did he get paid in radio?
I know. I thought nobody made money in radio.
No. When he get paid, it's from advertising money. Yeah. He was in radio all those years.
I don't think that's right.
What? It just appeared on a tree one day, and they gave
advertising only exists on Rumble, to my knowledge. That is the first place. You're the Jackie Robinson of advertising.
Actually, Mike, it's the only place that's like not monetized.
You call the Rumble the Jackie Robinson of anything is the greatest joke you've ever said.
Developed a life that I can't untie myself from.
You got to do that one on Kill Tony. That's your first joke. Hey, everyone, I'm on Rumble. You know, the Jackie Robinson of broadcasting. Hey-o. Thanks, Tony. You like that one?
That, plus paying Johnny, plus paying Matt, plus paying taxes, plus paying all that stuff. We do it the right way. And it's
taxes are on the money you make from this, you asshole. If I pay you right now, you have to pay taxes on that.
Guys, for that every fucking day. I apologize every day. When I prostrate in front of you and ask you for your money.
What?
Prostrate?
You used it correctly, you idiots.
I don't think I've ever heard that word.
But still.
Yeah, stick to that, Craig.
It's what Archie Bunker, how Archie Bunker would say prostate. But
yes.
Doing it. And if we do a good enough job and you guys support it, we can keep doing it. And if not, message will be received and, we'll figure something else out. But $15 away.
No. That's the part I say. Hey, if you don't want to pay it, that's totally fine. Hey, but you've been begging them for 4.5 hours. You can't then go, but I mean, if you don't want to donate, don't worry about
it. I do feel kind of shitty if I donate it after he says that. I'm like, well, what the fuck?
Right?
Throw in a couple of bucks. It doesn't hurt. $1 from Deranged Lunatic says, are you sweating gravy, fat boy? No, this is just shame. I'm really... Yeah, I'm dirty. I'm
Isn't
gross.
there a price on that, Aaron? Isn't there
$300 a day?
Why don't you just broadcast till you make $300 and just don't mention it?
Right? Yeah. Well, no, then you would have to mention it. But he should do the goal every week and just stay on until he makes it. I think that'd be great.
Yeah. All right, you first. Let's do this first. You pick a number and we'll do it.
The E-Beggar and days like this. The show is great. The show is awesome.
Well, there's no doubt about that. No one's disputing that. The show's amazing.
Unquestionable.
The show's fantastic.
It's S tier for sure.
This ocean liner cannot sink.
No.
It will not.
Like, I have no qualms about the quality of show we did today. We gave you a superior product, but I hate this part. I don't like this part.
I would ask, you can make jokes about Alex Cooper. Does she ever have a day where she's like, fuck, I can't pay my bills? Say what you want about her show. She never goes on and says, guys, come on. I've got kids. I've got an agent. I've got people to pay. Let's go. Come on. No, if the show was great, you probably wouldn't have to worry about that as much, Aaron.
$15 away. Help us knock it out. We appreciate your generosity. 2.5 minutes left. Fucking, it's
holy
15,
shit.
For Christ's sake. It's a number on paper at this point, but I'd like to hit it. I always feel used and gross.
Fuck you. How dare you?
About to go to double overtime here.
This is like if we were down at halftime in the Super Bowl and the coach was like, I mean, what does it really matter at the end of the day? I guess it's just a trophy, Like, your lives don't change. It's just whatever. You're a Super Bowl champ. Who gives a fuck? No. You've been telling us it's of the utmost importance for 4 hours.
No, you're already on TV, guys. See, look, you're up on TV. You did it.
When I do the 30 minutes and we don't knock it out. Marsha, thank you for the $5 on Venmo. I appreciate that. 10, guys. It's fucking 10. This is already a win for MSO, by the way.
Yeah.
There is no way I'm calling this a win. This has been like
this clip
begging to
already?
the extreme.
This is what pill addicts do. This is legitimately what like drug addicts do, where they're like, "Come on, man, it's 10. You really need $10? Like, come on, bro, it would really help me out." This is what like addicts do, like people on the brink.
So true.
Embarrassing, and I apologize. Whatever. This is why whores typically ask for money up front, says Mad Move. That's a good point.
Yeah, but they know what they're selling.
Sounds like
Right,
he's
exactly.
cool.
Minute 45, $10 away. Oh, fucking gross. This is going to be all over the place today. Oh, look at how bad they suck. I know.
Aaron, it has nothing to do. It's what you're doing that we're making fun of. It's not about hitting the goal. Like I'm sure Aaron makes more than a lot of people on YouTube. I'm not going to other shows and being like, look at how fucking little money this show makes. Because we don't know.
Yeah, that was
Aaron's the one telling us every day.
He's definitely got some shit going on that's bad. Because I feel like this is way worse than it's ever been.
Oh, it's been getting worse over the last month, where you can tell he's got like legal bills and shit to pay.
Yeah.
For. It has definitely gotten worse. Where it's more like, come on, guys, come on.
Today's goal is $5,000. We can hit it.
Craigers can smell their own. He's like, oh, I smell desperation and evilness in the air.
Over $10 too. But that's the spot we put ourselves in, unfortunately. $10 away, guys. Minute and a half to do it. Two of you throw in 5. Let's get it done.
Boys in the Hood are so soft. So soft.
Aaron, we know math. He breaks down. He's like, $10. Two of you throw in 5. No, we got it. We know what we have to do. By the way, Aaron, we're not all sitting together. I can't turn to someone else in the chat and go, hey, you got $5 because I'm throwing in 5. All right, we're gonna do it together.
Halvesies.
I want Crutches to just continue his story about his girlfriend and Aaron just be like, shut the fuck up.
Now is not the time. This is serious.
5 away, and you're bringing that up?
Done. Red Fox Mad with $9.99.
You selfish.
All right, throw in
piece of
$3. All right, that's fine. No, that's good. That's a win. It's over.
Everything's
We'll count that 7 as 10
Wait,
and get the
what?
fuck
They
out of
just
here.
won?
There you go.
No.
Thank you, Red Fox
He's
Mad.
counting 7 as 10 and getting out of here.
We're doing Canadian math. 7 is 10 American. Good, we're good.
Appreciate your contribution. Let's get out of here. I gotta go shame shower myself off from all the begging I had to do. It's
Well, Aaron, maybe take that into consideration and say, what if I did, like, I have to do something humiliating if we hit the goal.
You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what's great though is they finally hit the goal, and what does he do? Ends the show.
Well, that's the funny part about it.
To get 30 more minutes.
That was a totally different goal for people. That goal was like, get this guy off my screen, I will pay. And so that was a different goal.
But think about it this way: like, if you're gonna shame yourself every day, like, listen to how he sounds there. And I believe that's. I was gonna say I believe it's real, but he wouldn't keep doing it if that feeling was real. I don't think he feels actual shame. But, like, let's say he does, and you feel shame every day when you don't hit the goal. Say, well, hey, I'm already putting up with the shame. What if I felt shame when I hit the goal? So we spin some fucking wheel of consequences, or I come up with something creative to actually make participating in the goal something the audience wants to do, instead of just yelling at them every day.
Ugh, great
I don't
show,
know
though.
if he has any feelings at all. So I don't think
Well,
that
that-
counts.
No.
Well, that $300 is like a fresh shower, though. Everything gets washed away. All the dirtiness gets washed away when he reaches that goal.
Like quality entertainment, awesome show. I'm so proud of the show we did today. Johnny did awesome today. He did a great job.
Shut the fuck up.
On his
You guys-
phone. What the?
Even Johnny's like, what?
Yeah, thanks.
Best.
Whatever.
The only way Aaron's gonna sleep tonight is when he's like, I'm just gonna bury this guy's kid tomorrow.
Craig, leave your personal stuff at home, please.
Thank you for what you're able to do to support this show. Crowder wears panties with $5, says the toe will survive. Copperhead with 5 says, here you go. Yeah, we knocked it out today. We got there. It took till the last minute, but we got there, and I
Yes, we
Nice.
got there.
We got there. And what a dignified way it was to get there.
Yeah.
Here's
that
the problem.
was,
So I guess the goal used to be a little different. Like he used to do something called the hype train, and he would play music in the background.
That's what Chad Zumach stole.
Yeah, so Zumach
couldn't
stole
do it
that.
anymore. Yeah.
And then I guess they did a thing where they had like I don't know the thing at church, what it's called, the plate they go around with or whatever.
Donation bin.
Yeah, whatever that is. They had like that out. That was like the joke they did. But he's literally never put an ounce of creativity into it. He's never thought like, how can I make the goal interesting or funny or have some way the audience can participate? I just say over and over again, give me money. And to me, I know we talk about it a lot now, and that's because to me, it's the most fascinating thing on the internet that this guy exists.
Well, he could just do like like every day. So the goal, the big goal is $2,000. If you hit it, I'll eat a fucking Carolina Reaper pepper or something.
Sure, you're right. So, anything, yeah. And that's not what I'm into. But like, if you're gonna do that, you got to do something like that. If you're gonna have that kind of content,
I might actually donate to that. I'll see him cry.
That's the Perry Caravello model, right? Like the stunt boy model. Yeah. He's
you know what
not
it
gonna
is.
do that.
Craig will understand this reference. Casey, I know you have no idea what I'm talking about, but it's like the way Kirk talks about Mutt, where Mutt sees himself as like kind of above. He doesn't want to do whatever wacky stuff Portnoy is going to have him do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He kind of sees himself as above that. Aaron sees himself as like a radio broadcaster and sees himself as above doing whatever stunts you're talking about. Like you just mentioned Casey Perry Caravello. And Aaron would say, oh, well, I'm above that. I'm not as low as Perry Caravello or Stuttery John or any Joey C or any of these people that get to do things.
Perry's starting a movie.
But Aaron is that. Aaron is exactly that. And that's the problem is, listen, Aaron, if you want to continue making money and not have to beg to hit the goal, you got to do so. You got to figure out a way. And you might have to actually reduce yourself a little bit, and actually be self-deprecating other than this phony horse shit where you elude knowing that you're humiliating yourself.
Yeah, he's exactly them. But he's a radio guy that doesn't know about advertising. So
Right.
The fuck is he? All right, we got some super chats, Mike. You want to?
All right.
Sit by and we do some super
I'm surprised we have any with that grimy little thief hamburger broadcasting.
He's done. He ended his stream.
Of course he did. The gearheads got to him.
He ended his stream a woman, and it's beautiful. Thank you, Carl.
What if we missed something? What if we missed something crazy between him and Sean? I'm just here like, you believe this goal?
Carl's crying. He's like, so it's just, it's true. I am gay. Cuts over this.
And I'm like, this guy, he doesn't know about advertising.
Cuts to us doing Towerson.
Go ahead, Electra.
My co-host is having a meltdown.
Okay, we already read this one.
Okay, I was just double checking.
And start.
Electra becoming a bit of a prima donna. Jesus.
Joey's lunchbox for $5. It may not be obvious, but he is imitating. But what
the fuck is happening?
I don't know.
It
may not
be
be obvious, but I know he's imitating from Mike David the clap in talking about his shirt. Also, I know at one point April wanted to bang Mike.
Really?
I think they're talking about you.
I think they're talking about Mike David. Yeah. I think they know who I am.
No, I think they're talking about you.
All right, here's another one from Dang Lizard.
Dang Lizard, €5. It's the worst idea ever, but I'm wondering what would happen if someone donated the whole goal with the words, never mention the goal this show.
That is interesting. I wouldn't want to participate in that. But like if every day, if someone was like, don't mention
I ain't paying either. I participate in that. I ain't paying either.
Yeah, it's an experiment we'll never find out, but it is interesting.
No. Thank you for the 5 memberships again, Dang Lizard.
Oh, yeah,
go
thank
ahead.
Yeah. Thank you. And the Rich Voss for $4.99. Having briefly interacted with him, Aaron was a known. Wait, what? Why are you laughing at me?
No, just read it.
Just the Rich Voss is a funny name to have.
Oh, okay. Aaron was a known clown in the MN stand-up scene. Get his nemesis Adrian Washington on BMP for more Aaron stories.
Adrian
Oh,
Washington.
I don't know
writing
about
that
this,
name
Adrian
down.
Washington.
Adrian
Someone make that
I'm writing
happen.
it down.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, I'll talk to Adrian.
Another. Droopy Nuts. What's up, Droopy?
Hello, Drew.
Electra,
Drew
you ready?
Peanuts, $4.99. BMP needs to go live same time as Steel Toe and see much you can beat what
how
he
much.
makes and his shitty goal.
This is, and I want this to be understood that I love Electra.
It was typed
not
wrong.
doing
In her
well right
defense,
now.
it
I
was
really am
typed real
not.
poorly.
Why don't we
you
just
can't
have me read the super chat?
There was misspellings and missing
you
words.
can't, Mike. You can't see it, but it was a weird sentence.
Okay, all right.
It was really bad.
All right, fine.
Me and Casey are like, don't talk to her like that.
These fucking simps. Jesus.
Well, we're Sims, but it's close.
I really
Heyo.
tried really hard. Okay, dope lunchbox, $5. Heard Red Bar talking about strangling his dog today. Mike also threatens to block fans. Aaron is truly a vacuous, empty husk of a person. Red Bar wannabe.
Jerry?
Well, that's it. It's interesting because, like, Aaron
Someone else
pretends to.
read
I don't know what show you guys are doing, but all right.
Sorry.
Aaron pretends to, like, be above what Red Bar does. Yet you're right. Like, he is a Red Bar wannabe. That's how he started. The reason I know who he is he started shitting on John. And then when people didn't accept him because they didn't think he was very good at it, he was like, oh, you know what? That's actually really gay that they all do that. Well, you were doing it.
It is
All
pretty
right,
gay. Look what happened to Carl.
I'll take over here on this one. Rumpled Trenchcoat, a Columbo podcast for $5, asks, could someone please dub the Sonic About to Drown panic music to the last minute of Aaron's begging to meet the goal? Which is, that's a good one.
It's not a bad idea.
No. Big Papa, $5. I swear if Aaron wasn't a broadcaster, he'd be a televangelist or a faith healer. The more I hear him talk, the more it sounds like a sermon.
Yep.
Those plates they pass around that Mike doesn't know the name of. That's amazing.
Box Eating
dollar-
Dad, $1.99. Props to Aaron. Craig's first divorce ended VGS.
Heyo.
That is true. Aaron's still plowing through.
Yeah, Craig, don't be a two-time loser like that Aaron guy. Don't do that.
I won't.
That'll be great when Craig's going over another couple's house.
Half of half is not good, Craig. All right, magnesium linoleum for $5. I'm supposed to be at the gym now. I hope my huge ass weighs on your conscience, Mike. Good show, though.
I'm glad we're distracting you.
Yes. She blamed her fat ass on you.
Like how you assumed it was a woman.
I think it was a dude.
Well, who talks about
It's all
what guy
hot
talks
women,
about
apparently, that watch this show.
What guy talks about their ass like that? Come on. Blind Mike, we're 3 hours in. Would you like to do more? Or are
Yeah,
you
I was
tuckered
going to
out?
ask you guys, would you want to do
I do need to step out.
Okay. Oh, right. Because, yeah, I know.
You have to go decorate your cell.
What? No.
No, he's got to get home before dark.
No, I gotta go.
Yeah. No, the kids are running home now from the park.
I gotta go.
They got to put him in the cage before the sun comes down.
Watch the debate, and then I have to do another show at like 11 p.m. tonight.
Oh yeah, the debate.
Where can they find?
What do you
that,
think?
Craig?
What do you think, Jerry? Here's a little prediction. What do you think Jerry's take is going to be on the debate?
He's actually more focused on Trump and him saying stupid shit or not. We all know what Kamala's gonna do.
Sure.
What's she gonna do?
Don't worry about it, Electra.
I'm speaking.
Get him out of here. Go to verygoodshow.org. Watch Rubbed Out. Listen to Rubbed Out. Whatever.
Hell yeah.
Bye, Craig.
All right. Thanks, Craig.
Bye, Craigers.
Would you guys be around to possibly do another day this week?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know
Yeah,
when.
of course.
We'll figure it out offline.
I mostly just lay in my bed. So yeah, anytime.
All right, yeah, because we'll do the topics we didn't get to, and then maybe some others if that works for you guys. Because why sit here for it? I've been broadcasting all fucking day.
Yeah, you've done a great job, Mike. It's been a great show, and I think we go out on top. And you know, kicking Kragers off, you can't do any better than that. That's as high as you could go.
Well, the main thing is that I want to focus on while we wrap up here is subscribe to DJ Electra's YouTube channel.
Oh yes.
Oh, thanks. It's at DJ Electra Fry on YouTube.
It sounded like you had more to that sentence.
It did. I know. You left us on the edge there.
How much of your content that you do on there involves reading? Because this might not have been a great advertisement.
Oh no.
I know. It's not a lot of reading, mostly
Okay,
poker.
good.
I play a lot of poker.
I like that.
Like her legs were shaking. She was nervous.
I understand.
They're still shaking.
So go subscribe to DJ Electra. Go to HackRideTheDemon.com. What are you guys up to?
Well, just in 2 hours' time, we'll be doing Catch 22, our Tuesday night variety show where we look at the weird and the wild on the internet. So come over to HackRide channel and check it out. You too, Mike, if you're around. Just watch. Not on. We're not inviting you on. We're not going to waste your time doing that. But if you can stop by the chat and say hi, everyone loves to see you there.
Absolutely. Yeah, and go to blindmike.net to support this program. We appreciate you guys being here. And those of you that chose us over that little rat weasel. You know what I've noticed about that guy, Carl? I've noticed he's a bit of a queer. He's got snaggled teeth. He ripped off Jocktober. And I think he drinks his beers like a lady. And he wore that cow. I don't know if you guys know this. He wore a cow bikini costume and has wood paneling. And both of those things are very gay. So it's something to think about. But also go watch Who Are These Socials live at 6 on Thursday.
Yes, well, that was the other thing I was thinking. So Thursday we probably can't go. So probably, if you want to go before or after the show, we can.
Probably not Thursday. Probably Wednesday or Friday.
Friday, I do my radio show on Rumble.
We'll figure out a time. We'll figure it out offline and let you guys know. We don't have much to get to.
We're all good. We're here for you forever, Mike.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. blindmike.net. Subscribe. I appreciate you guys. Become a member if you'd like, or subscribe wherever you get podcasts for free. The Howard Stern, The Downfall of Howard Stern comes out tomorrow on YouTube, everywhere you get podcasts on Thursday. So make sure you are all subscribed for that. And you could have gotten it early if you're a member. So for early access and bonus content, become a member on Patreon or YouTube. We appreciate you guys. blindmike.net is the easiest place to find all those links. Follow our boy Austin Ingalls. Appreciate Austin doing the show today. Follow David Collins. Follow HackRide, Craig, Electra, the whole Blind Mike Project family. And we'll talk to you guys next time. Again, you'll see. We'll let you know when we're broadcasting live. Tap that notification bell for updates, and we'll see you later.
Thanks, everyone.
Peace and love.
Blind Mike Geary! I talk like this. It's silly. This is my punchline. It's a voice. I think it's really rad. I want to come. I'm going to smoke crack. Grooming is not technically illegal, right? Asking for a friend. Go to small towns to get a gummy blowjob. Oh, that dirty dog. My penis is regular. Shut up. What's on my mind? Porn? I'd be worried I was going to stare at her pussy all night. Bye.